In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast.
Have you guys ever noticed that when we start talking, music just ended?
Yeah.
It took me
I thought
80 episods for me to figure that out.
I thought that was in my head. I didn't realize that you guys could hear
You
that.
have theme music that just plays in your head?
Yes, I do. Start it over.
Your music stops.
I just have voices.
Wouldn't it be great if you
music.
just constantly had like theme music, like just all the time?
You don't?
I do.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
What would your theme music?
It
What
changed-
okay, so what is your theme music? Since it clearly is happening right now.
Mine is
Changes
just
for the-
narration by the Temptations.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just,
Mine
it's Motown doo-wop just narrating what I'm doing. Like it's just,
Smoking.
mine changes
Talking
depending on what
about
I'm doing.
Horse soldier. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
yeah.
Mine is like our national anthem. It's just, chicken fry by
It's just chicken fried by the Zach Brown Man.
I'm disappointed in
Out
the
of
internet.
all the TikToks that could have gotten traction,
Yeah.
that's the one that I wish
A
did.
poop
'Cause
joke did, and that didn't.
I still want to hear the
Yeah.
national anthem to the tune of Chicken Fried
I agree.
by the Zach Brown Band.
Yeah. Maybe one of us are just going to have to do it.
Oh no. Mikey,
know what,
did
though?
you just volunteer?
No.
I am flattered at your confidence in our ability to do something like that, though.
To do something, period.
There's got to be
Right.
an app out there that can do something.
Yeah.
Is that part of the new Chat GPT?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You know what?
Boys, we might have a new intro after this.
So,
2 minutes. Fuck boys.
Episode
2 fucking 100.
and I have a major announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
This is the last episode we're ever doing.
Yeah. Are we quitting?
Yeah, we're done.
All right. Nice.
So that's
Nice,
that's
nice.
what we're doing for the 200th. We're quitting.
He's quit like 45 times. It's pretty normal at this point. Like it's pretty average. It's an average day. Yeah, episode 200.
Yeah.
I've been gone for 3 weeks. Feels weird.
No, it's only 197 for you then.
Feels good to be back. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. That was the most I'd ever missed.
Yeah.
Like in a consistent time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just doing everything.
Yeah.
Well, I went to Florida. Well, obviously Dave was on the show, so you guys talked about that.
Yeah.
I caught up somewhat.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing? Scott, thank you for telling all of the bourbon TikTok snobs to go fuck themselves. Like I
mean, I
appreciated you doing that.
Yeah, but like I thought it was hilarious. I still think it's funny
Yeah.
because like they had that 2 minutes of our lives talking,
Yeah.
right? Like if they actually like we got called hipsters. For the love of Christ, if they listened to the show longer than that 2 minutes,
Yeah.
they might realize that
The word
our-
hipster would not be in the
well,
vocab.
That,
Yeah.
in our opinion, doesn't mean anything, and we surely do not have
Just like
conversations
We
for the
don't do a
clicks.
show to specialize on bourbon
or
Right.
or to do a show to specialize on TikTok
Yeah.
clips.
or to specialize on anything.
we have a
We have a
pro-
specialty?
we have
No.
we have a producer who cuts 30 seconds to 2 minutes out of a show and posts it on the social medias.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And I commend you, sir, for
Yeah.
picking those 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because
But why don't we do how
the
come
comments
nobody
were
talks about
amazing.
tequila? Like what's the proper way to drink tequila?
Are there
or the
tequila-
proper way to drink vodka
It's however you want.
or gin?
And that's my whole point, dude.
But no,
And-
it's only that way with bourbon. And you know what? It's only that way with craft fucking beer.
yeah.
So I'm going to take all those bourbon fucking snobs and put them in the same categories as hipster fucking craft beer douchebags that live in Austin.
Yeah.
And they can both fuck and become butt buddies and make little fucking kids. And maybe their little fucking kids can tell you how to drink vodka.
Yeah. And then their little kids will be drinking Bud Light, obviously.
Yep. Yep.
Like, I mean, obviously. All right. That's odd. That happened. That's a thing that just walked in. All right. We just had a fucking doing a cowboy hat with a gun case walk in. That's fun.
Oh, I know why he's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not it. I love you, man. My name's John. We're cool.
I shoot back.
There's a reason this is the last episode.
We made a redacted pact 200
Imagine
episodes
how
ago.
well the podcast would do if we got murdered on the show.
We would.
That one would finally go.
Or if
Well, they couldn't take Justin out. That'd be the only thing. Like he's got to
Well,
live.
yeah.
Well, yeah. How else will the content get out?
Right.
True. We have this great episode. Our producer gets murdered live on the show, but none of us know how to share it with you.
That's it.
We don't even know where it is.
I just want to
It's
say,
in the box.
if something ever happens to me, I want everybody to designate Scott as the new producer because I will be happy wherever
How do
I am.
I get the voices from here to the public? I don't know.
I just saw like that clip of fucking Zoolander where they
in the computer.
where he smashes the computer. It's in the computer. Hansel, so hot right now.
Yes.
Okay, so I tried. And it told me that because it's a language program, it can't provide me an audio output. However, it did provide me with the rewritten lyrics.
Okay.
Let's hear him.
So I'm not going to read the whole
Well,
thing. So
the-
it says, I'm sorry, as an AI language model, I am not able to create an audio output for you to listen to the rewritten national anthem to the tune of Chicken Fried by the Zac Brown Band. However, I can provide you with the rewritten lyrics. And it did. Verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, and outro. I'm just going to read the chorus.
Give it to him.
Well, wouldn't the words be the same? It's the
So this thing literally took the two of them and squished them together.
oh.
Okay.
Although it also has a little bit of that. Who was that dude in the
so
90s?
it's still gonna sound
that
like it
whole,
was-
well, I'm proud to be
Right.
an
Yeah.
Toby
American.
Keith.
No.
That wasn't
No.
Toby Keith. This was like early 90s,
Lee
man.
Greenwood.
Yes.
Yes. There you go. So it's got a little bit of that going on.
I don't fucking
But
know.
apparently this should be to the tune of Chicken Fried, but with reworked lyrics specifically just to be a national anthem.
So in other words, it's mush mouth. So it's going to sound like it was still written in Maryland.
So
So that
the chorus
tracks,
is,
yeah.
we love our stars and stripes and all the freedoms they provide. We're proud of our history and the brave who fought and died. We'll always stand up tall and defend our land with pride because nothing beats the feeling of being American. Chicken Fried.
Jeez.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Put that on a shirt.
Fucking A. That's hilarious.
Huh.
Chat GPT, man.
Now
we need to put that out in the Freedom Friends group because there's got to be someone that can work some sort of audio software and can make that into a thing for us.
Yeah, if only we had a producer.
Weird.
I don't do that kind of producing.
Yeah. No, that you're busy, so.
different kind of producing there.
It's like I do dick and fart jokes, bro. That's it. that's what I produce.
Bingo.
Photoshop a mean dick.
Yeah. It's all about dick and fart jokes. That's what
Nothing
grandma
beats
told me.
the feeling of being American.
Chicken fried. Love it. Love it. Will you text that to me? Can you like just copy and paste that all to me?
Thank you for figuring out the title of episode 200, Jazz.
Chicken Fried American.
Chicken fried America. If you don't like it, you can get out.
What else is in news?
So I immediately texted to get your redacted button ready. I immediately texted Womack. I was like, don't think I forgot that you drink tranny beer.
What did he say?
He's like, I used to drink Bud Light. And I was like, okay.
I'm going to see him this weekend.
Good.
I don't know if I want to bring a beer or not.
Don't do it. You should bring him some of the cans.
Should I just get like one tall boy
Yes.
and be like,
They heard you needed beer.
yeah.
Just tell him it's for me. Just be like, Mikey said you needed this.
Mikey said you wanted a tall girl.
Hang a set of these on it.
It's a skinny boy.
A skinny boy.
Hang a set of these off the pull tab. Just dangling off the top.
Oh, man.
Fucking great.
Yeah, so Bud Light shit the bed. Or
Yeah.
Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, however you want to put it.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it's not going to hurt him. How many Fords are in the parking lot right now?
What did Ford do?
Ford had an entire campaign that said "built with pride," and the pride thing was all rainbow letters.
Oh, sure. Well,
it didn't affect them at all.
That's
And
the
every
thing.
single one of us fucking drives one. So.
Every company does that shit. It's
Yeah.
all pandering. It's all money
not,
driven.
Not every company.
Nope.
Well, okay. Sans present company. Shit.
He's talking about the major ones with like huge ad campaigns and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. So
like
when
they
Pride Month
all
comes
do
around,
shit.
everybody
Marketing
changes their
team.
logo.
Yeah. Like
Everybody does all that
and
shit.
here's the beauty of it, America. None of these companies give a fuck about you or what's parts you have or any of that shit. They give a fuck about the money in your pocket, and that's it. That's all they give a shit about.
And also,
Sometimes it feels like they don't care about that either.
like the
Right?
review channel that decided to rag on us, but still tag us in everything that they did.
Yeah.
They love that you share around their free advertising for them.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah. But that's what they said about us and wanting clicks. So we too love that they share.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though they talk shit, they can share our stuff.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't know. It was fucking funny to me.
It was hilarious.
Like, and don't get me wrong, the dude who did the whole like lip syncing and everything, the best part of that is the guy that was Scott's voice was on a treadmill, and I was like, hilarious.
Easy, buddy.
Like, hilarious.
No, it was well done. It was really, really well done. I didn't even know the Bud Light thing happened until
yeah,
all
I
the
didn't give a
memes started
shit.
coming out.
Same.
So-
And
people asked me, they were like, because I sell a lot of beer. They were like, what do you think about the Bud Light thing? And I was like, well, one, I don't carry
don't sell Bud
anything
Light.
from Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, I didn't like it before that.
And I was
so-
like, and two, if you're worried that your light beer is going to make you gay,
it's too late.
you might already be gay. Like, I don't,
it's got gay nanobots in it.
So
I guarantee you, Alex Jones somewhere is like, there's nanobots in beer.
they're making the beers gay.
so Kid Rock put out a video. I think it's shooting an MP5 at a bunch of Bud Light,
Yep.
right? But about 20 years ago, there's a picture of Kid Rock drinking a Bud Light, hanging out with RuPaul.
Yep.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Well, this goes back to like when everybody said Trump was a racist, but was given that Medal of Freedom for everything he did for the African American community in the U.S. and like had pictures with Jesse Jackson and all this shit, and then he was president. He's a racist. I'm like,
You
guys really suck at this.
I'm not picking on Anheuser-Busch for doing this because I think like you can't market to trans or gay people, right? Whatever, right? That's fine. I just don't think they understand that that 90% of who drinks Bud Light are probably the opposite of who they're marketing to.
Yeah.
How many
Like just not knowing your
they
demo.
either don't know that they either are going to rail against it or just don't give a shit. It's like you're already Bud Light. What market share were you trying to capture?
well that and like
The 0.002%
What
of
are
the
you
population
trying to
that gives
like
a fuck.
like okay, I'm just going to throw this out there. Gay people, right? They really know how to dress well. They really know how to decorate. There's a lot of really good qualities about gay people, none of which being that most of them drink Bud Light.
They have
Probably
you literally
alcohol standards.
You essentially just said they have better taste in
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Bud Light's not going to be the go-to.
Dude,
No, probably not.
Yeah.
You know?
gay people, please move to my neighborhood because my property value will go up. I'm into
No
it.
shit.
Right?
They fucking make everything fabulous. It's great. So, granted, I'll probably have the shittiest house on the block.
The problem
But-
is they're going to, if they move in, that lawn standard is going to become something that you don't want to maintain.
No.
You're gonna have to fix your fence.
Not the standard.
And you're going to have to
I will
fix
have
your
to fix the
fence.
fence.
It's
Yeah.
going to be the competition for the best yard.
Yeah.
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 And you can't let a gay dude beat you in the best front yard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally can.
yeah, totally.
I totally can.
I'm going to lose to that.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't give a shit. And, yep,
And
totally
your
fine with that.
backyard better be immaculate.
My backyard's gonna be nice and gross. Man, he's got a well manicured backyard.
But she's got a huge shower.
Big enough for half the neighborhood.
Yeah.
that would be like if Warfighter ran an ad campaign specifically to the Russian military,
You should release a bandless cigar.
right?
called Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And don't release the blend.
I kind of like that.
Don't
It's
release
just a black box and it just says "Don't ask, don't tell" on it.
no band, no blend sheet. Just
fucking roll your dice, bitch. I love that. It's a pretty good idea, buddy.
Make it the best looking cigar we've ever done.
But yeah, be super picky about the wrapper. It's just absolutely beautiful, and it's just we're not telling you shit about it.
Don't ask, don't tell.
You're not going to ask, and we're not going to tell. That's just how this is going down. How much is it? If you have to ask, big boy, you can't afford it.
Oh, I can't. I would love to just do a marketing tour
Called
for
the
that
ZJ.
cigar.
Called
Like,
what?
so,
The
welcome to
ZJ.
such and such cigar review show. So, tell me a little bit about your cigar. Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't.
Yeah.
Nope. Can't do
So, what's it taste? Don't ask,
it. You can't ask me that.
don't tell. That's it. The whole
Yeah.
You
time.
can't ask
We're-
me that.
we're not
Well,
even
Can
gonna-
you tell me that? I can't tell
Like
you that.
after you smoke it, we're not even going to let you tell.
I'm picking up notes of look, we're
Just can't tell you.
Can't do
your
that.
personal interaction with the cigar is none of my business.
And you shouldn't tell anybody else either.
I don't care what you do in the privacy of your smoking lounge, sir.
Yeah.
All right, you do that shit over there. Does not affect what I'm doing over here.
Your
All right.
enjoyment of your cigar and how you use it has nothing to do with
Yeah.
enjoyment of my cigar
As
and
long
how I
as it
use
doesn't,
it.
as long as it does not fuck up the good order and discipline of our cigar company, it's fine.
Then we're fine.
Okay, so, Justin, everything that's planned for the release in July, we're changing
Scrap it.
everything right now.
We're gonna market nothing.
It's going to be nothing.
That's gonna be our campaign.
It's just a black screen and it just says coming
Jesus
with a date.
Christ. If you do this, I want in on the marketing campaign.
CUM.
You know, I don't want to be in it. I don't want to be ever.
Go.
I just want
Don't ask, don't
to. I
tell.
just want to plan it. Like I don't. You don't have to pay me. Nothing. I just.
It's just
I
gonna
just
be
want to be
fun.
part of that ad
It's just
campaign.
going to be fun. Yeah.
This might be a good underground one for next year. The Don't Ask, Don't
that
Tell.
could be the release for it. We got time to work on it.
Attaboy.
We don't even have to do bands. It's gonna be great.
It's like, this is the easiest cigar we ever did.
I'm totally on board with this, boys. Yeah. Totally on board.
It's just a matte black box. Just-
Yeah.
John already got notes. Don't worry about it.
He's already writing them in. He's like, new notes, other thing, back to the show notes. Easy day. No, I was gone for like 3 weeks. How have you guys been? I haven't got to hang out with you guys much. I mean, I've seen you since then, but like
busy.
helped you work on your bike a little bit in here. How's it riding?
Way better.
Is it noticeably better?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I appreciate you guys helping me out with that because it was.
Doesn't try to throw you off every bump you hit now.
Yeah, that's
You can
a perk.
actually
It's
stand
definitely
flat
a perk.
foot on
It
the
also-
fucking thing.
It also leans without being super twitchy. So I was having a problem when you leaned it that the back was
Oh,
kicking.
back tires getting squirrely.
And to give y'all more context, I found out that the suspension. So I have a used bike. I didn't go buy a new one from Harley. But the guy that had it before me changed the suspension, and I found out that he had put it on upside down.
It shocks.
The shocks in the rear.
Okay, so every time you hit a bump, it went up instead of down.
Yeah, exactly. And it was dialed.
Still a good dad joke.
Yep, that's so
It
good.
still hits. The best was when he first said that. Jazz and I both for a second were like, oh, God damn it.
God, it was good. It was really good.
Like, fucking got us. Shit.
Well, because I was too deep in the physics at that point, and I was like, no. Would it try to push this? And then I was like, nope, fuck. Like, that is.
And Jazz and I both caught at the same time, and the look on our face went from,
It was really good.
fuck.
It was really, really good. But it was upside down, and they're not designed to work that way.
Right.
And plus, they were preloaded for way more weight than I was able to put on the bike.
He was a bigger gentleman than you.
So flipping it over, yeah, it's. And I'm like completely flat-footed on the ground now.
That's probably nice. You don't have to like tippy-toe it everywhere.
When you're vertically challenged and ride a really big bike, it's
Yeah.
being able to touch the ground is a perk.
Mine's usually the other way around. I have in my past, because I've had small bikes, I was always very flat-footed.
What's funny is you're tall, and they only ever see us sitting down, but you're actually like top heavy.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
like
all-
long
I'm-
in the
I'm-
torso
I'm all
and shit
torso,
like that.
yeah.
So.
You guys ever seen that video of the little person riding a motorcycle? He comes to a stoplight, hits the brakes, and jumps off his bike and holds it. and then he gets
No.
light turns green and he jumps
Oh, yeah.
back on it and goes. It's fucking great.
That's
So,
amazing.
It doesn't
That's
matter
awesome.
how tall you are, you can ride a bike.
You can ride. There's no excuse. Yeah.
If you set your mind to it, you can do it.
Yeah, there's a way. There's adaptive ways of doing things.
That's awesome.
No, so I wanted to chime in. You guys talked about your first bikes on a past episode.
Yeah.
Well, Justin's completely distracting me now.
Yeah.
He's got a midget on a bike.
A little person.
Whatever. Who's that comedian right now that did that?
Tom Segura.
No.
Oh, he married the Asian chick?
No, there is a little person comedian.
Yes, and he married a tall Asian chick.
But his latest special was
Williams?
called Fun Size. And like his
Oh,
background is literally a bunch of tiny little Snickers bars, but it's got his name on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that motherfucker is
Brad Williams.
Brad Williams.
Yeah, he's funny as hell.
Funny as fuck. And he refers to himself as a midget.
All the time.
So and he is
Well,
funny as shit.
So I know
Have
a lot.
you seen his skit about not being able to bag that mom that he took home
Yes.
because she had a baby gate?
Yeah.
I think you guys are forgetting. So he talks about how he met his wife.
I want
Right.
to go. I want to circle back
Hold on.
to
Yeah.
Jazz's comment real quick. So the little person refers to himself as a midget. There's black people I know that refer to themselves as something.
Don't
that,
you do it.
I'm just
Don't
saying.
you do it.
It doesn't always make it right, Jazz.
Listen, honky.
You know what?
Listen.
This is risk assessment. So I won't say that word because they are all larger than me.
You
I
can beat
think-
their asses.
I think in a fight,
How many?
I'm in waves or all at once.
All once.
One at a time or all at
I
once?
didn't,
at
know, I
once.
didn't know if it was like one of those zombie stages in Call of Duty where
No.
it's like
Right.
it starts with like 3 and then it's like 7 and
You
it
know-
just like
you know
progressively gets bigger.
It's a
then you get a
valid
boss.
question.
There's like a boss mode.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing that, like, you know, like Rogan got asked about fighting 11-year-olds or whatever, or 10-year-olds
yeah,
or
that
whatever,
was great.
8-year-olds, right?
Oh, yeah, but
And
it's how many waves?
That was in waves.
He was like, I'd fuck them up. I'd fucking
Yeah.
kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know,
But-
man. I played soccer for like 14 years.
I was just going to say, you ever seen Joe Rogan kick? Yeah. He could take out like 10 in one kick. But
Right.
Totally.
like, whoa.
Did you see that video where he set that record on
Yeah.
that fucking?
That thing's
And
nasty.
he was doing it with
Yeah.
his shin, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Are
No,
you
he's
doing
a,
that bamboo shit where they
dude,
just hit you with a fucking?"
he's a bad
stick?"
man, dude. He's a bad son of a bitch.
He really is.
So if they came in waves of 5, how many waves do you think you could get through?
Oh,
all of them.
2 before I'm gassed.
Oh,
I don't do cardio
yeah.
anymore. Like 2 and then
No.
I'm gassed, and then I'm gonna be like, oh,
I don't know.
Waves
shit.
of 5.
If I can get a hold of one, I got a
Waves of
fighting
5.
chance.
If you can get a hold of one.
Yeah, because I grab him by his feet and I just
That's
take out
what I
wave after wave.
I literally was
think
saying,
I
like,
could-
I thought you were gonna say if I could get a hold of one, I've got a weapon.
I think I
I
could-
was like,
yeah.
you
I think I
threw
could
me
do
off.
10 waves before I needed a break.
No,
10 waves? They're
Cool, that's a
dense,
lot.
dude, I'm gassed before
Yeah,
that.
That's 50.
Yeah. I think I can do it. I'm in solid shape right now.
I'd love to say we got to figure this out. But I don't know if we can.
just because you pooped some weight out doesn't mean you're in shape. That's not.
Hey, man. My body still feels 245, and I'm definitely 218.
I don't think it's I think it's the cardio. I think the cardio gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it depends if you're fighting to the death or you just have to knock them over.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Is this knockout or am I murdering?
Knocked unconscious.
Oh, that's hard.
That's hard.
Yeah.
They can take a hit.
Yeah. They're fucking, they've spent their entire life falling down and running into shit. So
They can take a hit. Look, all of the celebrity ones, all of them, like they've taken like severe impacts.
they can kick themselves in the head.
and then just like get back up.
Like, that's real.
Well, you know why, right? They could be amazing actors.
This is
But
absolutely
nobody
going to be our
fucking-
last
everyone's
episode.
like,
We're never getting back on the air.
hype
I
thing.
wasn't wrong. Major announcement. I wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
So knocked
Knocked unconscious.
You think 10 waves?
But that's what I was going to ask. If knocked unconscious, do
so-
answers change?
I want to watch
Yeah,
Mikey. I want to watch
answers
Mikey hit a
change.
heavy bag 50 times hard, like he's trying to knock somebody out, and
I'm gonna-
see if he can make it to 50.
I'm gonna-
and then we'll see if he
Okay.
can do 50 waves.
Oh,
Plus
that
you're
could be
punching
that.
down.
How
It's not
many are
even
in a
like...
wave?
Oh, that's true. You're,
You're like,
the
that's a-
angles
that's a-
also
How
different.
many are in a wave?
5.
5.
Whoa.
Five.
Five
Okay.
in a wave.
I think at about little person number 3, I'd be like, oh man, just give me a hug.
Then he
And I
kicks
think
in the
it'd
shin.
Yeah, maybe.
No, these are all like Beetlejuice. They're all fucking angry.
Are they in?
Like, these
are
are
they,
all like angry
are they
dudes.
in or out of costume?
That's true too. Like,
You want to fight naked midgets? Like, what is a costume?
No. Are they in like street clothes? Or are they coming at me like fucking Care Bears? Like what?
Luchadors.
Like what am I doing?
They're all dressed up as luchadors.
I'm in. I'm putting my mask on. We're fucking throwing down.
Yeah. All right.
If they're coming at me like luch, I still have that mask. Little known fact, I was in a lucha wrestling match.
You
I
are
am actually a
you're
luchador.
a former luchador. That's true.
It's true. In a like people paid tickets to come watch me do it. Fucking
Yeah.
lucha match.
When I learned that about jazz, I was like, get the fuck out of here.
And then I had video evidence of it.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes.
It's not on YouTube.
Not on
is it?
YouTube. But
No, but there is video.
There is
I had
of it.
video on my Instagram. I'll check and see if it's still there.
Yeah. I used to be able to say the name in Spanish, and now I've
If any of them have
forgotten it.
hoodies on, that'll help.
Your name or the name of the?
My wrestling name. But
Yeah,
now I can't remember it.
If it's like once you knock out 4, though,
You speak
can take
Spanish?
a break on the last one. Just kind of,
It's San Antonio, man. I got a 50-50 shot.
you know. It's true. Did you show up in a fucking cowboy hat, bro? Come on, man. You speak Spanish. All right. Son de los Estados Unidos. Bullshit. Like, come on now.
My grandpa would say no Nintendo.
No Nintendo.
No Nintendo.
What were we talking about there? I had something.
Taking on waves of midgets.
No, before that. After that.
He wanted to talk about his first bike, and then
Oh yeah,
then we had a midget on a bike.
a Suzuki Marauder 800. That was my first bike.
Okay.
that might have been. Dave had a Marauder 800.
Oh, did he? No.
What'd you have when we were in Nebraska?
That was Cowie.
Oh yeah.
I've only had 3 bikes. I had the Suzuki Marauder 800, and then I had the 06 Softail with the rake, the chopper, and then I had the 92 Sportster.
Justin just sent me this video.
Oh fuck! Why?
Right? Now, what I'm trying to figure out is which one is Jazz, because
That's the beauty of lucha.
no, no, none of these.
I'm not the giant black one.
He's the one with the hair.
Those aren't you.
No, but I'm still friends with that guy.
These guys are like 280
Wait for it.
pounds.
Wait for Am I even in that? Because that's the sneak peek one.
I think so.
It was a weird night. I had to go practice and
Clearly.
shit. It was a weird night
What was this for? Just for fun?
because I was given the opportunity to go wrestle lucha.
Okay.
I think we were.
I mean, you can't say no to that.
I
Right?
think we were.
Tell me you wouldn't.
hired
Totally
to go
would.
do it, and Jazz gave him a discount if he got to get in the ring.
Is that how that went down?
That
I'm pretty
tracks.
sure that's
As
how
you
it was.
should.
That
yeah.
tracks. That's pretty good.
It's a cool night.
As you should.
So Jazz is fighting.
I know the chick you were
50
dating at the
little
time was
Rey Mysterios.
very confused.
Yeah, that was an interesting text message. Hey, my brother's wrestling in a luchador wrestling match. Do you want to come? She was like, "Do you have another brother I don't know about?" Nope, same
Nope,
one.
it's the white one.
It's, yeah, it's this one.
What was your name?
It was White Rabbit, but in Spanish.
Yeah, no idea.
Oh,
Someone in
hold
the
on. I have
comments
a
let us
Google
know.
See, he
Translate
does
app.
speak Spanish.
That's
Look at him. He's over there. See? He's
Blanco.
It's no it's something. It's, what the fuck is rabbit?
Blanco would be afterwards. They put their
Yeah.
adjectives afterwards. Yeah. Conejo Blanco.
Conejo Blanco. Okay. Yeah.
Añejo Blanco.
Yeah.
That
Sí,
sounds
más tequila, por favor.
That sounds tequila. Yeah.
That sounds
And,
tequila.
That sounds tequila to me. That sounds tequila.
So yeah, I did lucha once, but I still have the mask.
That's awesome.
So if I had midget luchas, I'm in. I'm putting the mask on.
Yeah.
We're throwing down.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
I went to Mexico with a bunch of friends one time, and my buddy Fez, whose actual name is Marcus Rodriguez.
I think
He,
you've actually talked about Fez before.
Yeah, yeah. Fez is a good fucking dude, and we're still very close. He talked me into getting drunk with him all night wearing a lucha mask, and so we bought like lucha masks in Tijuana and just walked around Revolution
what?
Avenue getting
They're
fucked
not.
up.
They're
That's
not
funny.
near as hot as you'd think they would be to wear.
Because you would think they'd be hotter than shit because they're fucking leather, and they're not that bad.
So mine's a combination of leather and like blue metallic shit. I'll bring it in sometime.
yeah, I've seen it. It's nice.
Yeah.
If how many likes for you to do a whole episode in your luchador mask?
4.
I've actually never put it on with the beard this long
Oh, that might be uncomfortable.
because I had like a
And
really
the hair.
short beard when I was, and the hair. I've never
Yeah.
tried to put the hair inside of it.
We don't have to zip
It
up
might
the
not
back.
even. It might not even fit.
You could
doesn't
probably
zip, it's
do. You
laced.
could probably do like
No,
a,
you're fine.
It's
double
free.
luchador
Like, you
mask.
gotta-
What if you top knotted through the fucking lace?
No, they don't have to cut it. The lace is like way back.
You could be like a sumo luchador, with, like your hair in a bun above the luchador.
I like it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
So what I was going to say before we got onto the waves of midgets is Brad Williams has this bit. He talks about how he met his wife.
Yeah, fuck.
That's
where we were.
That's what it was. Yeah.
It took me a minute. I'm like, why is that still on the screen? I'm like, oh yeah. So his wife, as he puts it, is this tall Asian that's hot as fuck, right? And he met her on this threesome app. I guess there's an app that you can go on and you go to have a threesome. Well, she showed up.
Does it come in fractions?
She showed up, he showed up, and the other chick didn't. So they met. And so now he goes, obviously I married her because, nobody's really going to turn down a hot, tall Asian. And he goes, now I'm married to a hot Asian that likes threesomes. And he's like, it's not like we do it all the time. We just do it like randomly.
She likes 2 1/3.
Dude, that is all fucking fetish right
He
there.
goes, but how hard do you think it is when her and I go to try to pick up another chick and it's a midget and a tall, hot Asian? It's like, yeah, that checks off my entire bucket list.
they're one ass fucking fetish.
That was the first bit that I saw of his. I saw that and I was just like, oh man, this guy's good.
So he's best friends with Nate Bargatze. And in one of Nate Bargatze's specials, he tells a story about Brad Williams. And he talks about how he had basically told Brad Williams that he had never heard of fucking something real common, like a fucking movie or something that everybody had seen. Now he had never seen it. And he had him believing it all the way up. He goes, as a matter of fact, he's standing right over here. He's just learning right now that I was fucking with him. Like it's been going on for like years, right? And it's like yeah, apparently Brad is a really fucking good dude and just fucking like a genuine awesome person, like just cool as fuck. So
He's funny.
he's funny as hell.
it's weird how
Yeah.
good people can be dressed up as anything. You know what I mean? Like I meet good people everywhere, like midgets. Like it's just there's good people everywhere.
Was
Sure.
your assumption that all midgets were bad?
No, but I feel like people that listen to this might think that we think that, and that's not the case.
I do.
No.
I assume that people fucking suck until
Yeah.
they prove otherwise.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I should be more like that, honestly.
people do suck,
Yeah. Not,
I mean,
I don't know, maybe.
just not midgets. They're
I mean,
all
I'll
cool.
give anybody a shot, but I assume they're trying to fuck me until they prove otherwise.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
I'm becoming that way because of things.
It's happened too many times, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, at a certain point, you just become jaded, and you're just like,
This
fuck,
is
man.
actually that whole thing that you're talking about is exactly why I am so adamant about the whole I do not do business with friends.
Yeah. It's
'Cause-
it's a thing, I think.
Because when it comes down to the business side, you have to be in it for you. You have to be.
I don't know.
And you do.
Yes.
Because it's a lot of effort and you still have bills to pay. You have family to take care of. Like you have to be in it for you. Like there's nothing wrong with that. That's just
Yeah.
business. We don't work for the warm and fuzzy. The fact that, a lot of us work in an industry that we care about is a perk, but it's still work.
Speak for yourself. I'm
I'm-
definitely working for the warm and fuzzy.
Yeah. But
I think I'm batting about 25% on business friends.
it's tough, man. Like it's tough. Like would I love to
Your
work?
best friend is your partner.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I've had several bad ones. So.
But the mindset is different with Scott and myself versus previous partners.
You guys are actually really good about separating it too.
Yeah.
But it also comes down to when it comes down to business, it's what's best for the business.
Mm-hmm.
And the conversation goes, well, I think it's X. Okay, why do you think it's X?
yeah.
But that's what I mean by
and then
We've brought on partners that it was all about themselves
and not the business.
and not
But
right.
people have a hard time separating that, and it's like, look, you have to do it, and it has to be profitable because at the end of the day, it still has. It's going to impact your household.
Yeah.
And so, not making the right call fucks everybody up. And so, like, would I love to work with you and John? Like, would I love for the four of us to have something other than this, which this doesn't make any money.
This doesn't count.
Like, would I love to work with you and John?
200 episodes.
Yeah.
We've done fuck all.
I'd love to work with you. You guys work in an industry that I absolutely adore. You have a great product and all that kind of stuff. And we had a casual conversation years ago about it. I'm actually really happy it didn't work out.
Yeah.
That the timing was bad and all that kind of stuff. Not that I don't think we wouldn't have done good work together.
No, but
it would have changed the dynamic of our friendship and.
But not only would it change the dynamic, you would be in a different place right now.
Oh, trust me. Like some of the stuff I was salty about that's happened over the last couple of years, I look back at it all now and go like, whoo, thank God.
Right?
Like,
I am glad that happened
Yeah,
now.
so-
Dude, hindsight is really 2020, man.
I'll throw that out there too. Like we obviously Warfighter has had issues with, one particular partner and we've had some issues but it's made us better.
Right.
And looking back on it, I don't know if there would have been another path.
You guys pivoted so well. And what was awesome about that, and this is from somebody that when I met you guys, I know where you were. And then I knew the advancement and like how you got out from underneath it and stuff like that. From the outside watching the fire that lit and how you guys pivoted off of that was fucking awesome. And that's one of the reasons that I say I would love to have an opportunity to work with you guys. What I don't want it to do is change the dynamic that I have in my friendship with you guys.
Yeah.
So it's not something that I'd ever actually do.
I think I may have told somebody in the audience that, I can't hire friends anymore.
Mm-mm.
Like I've done it, it's good, but like I need to hire people that I can fire.
Yep.
And I know I told the one in the audience that earlier this year, and it's I kind of mean it like I want to hire people I don't know.
You have to.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, thanks a lot. You were going to hire me at one point.
I'm glad I didn't.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
But it comes back to like I'm
You
really,
could've fired me. I
I'm
wouldn't
really
care.
glad. I'm really glad like that casual conversation. It didn't go anywhere. Like it just.
Yeah.
That it is because
like
I wouldn't want to give
the good
these
thing,
relationships up.
The good thing about this conversation is I hired your brother. So after listening to this, he should know he's not safe.
I had friends.
Remember that artwork thing I said about the
I had friends that wanted to work for me when I opened up mine. And they were like, dude, I'll come work for you part-time or whatever. And I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I am hiring assets and that's it. Because every asset can either be grown or gotten rid of depending on what it's doing for the bottom line of my business. And if you're not in that's all you are. And I tell my employees when I hire them, I'm like, look,
you ain't shit.
You and that, dude, that's business school 101.
But
bro.
I tell them all when they start, look, I will be friendly with you. You are not my friend.
Yeah.
Like you need to understand that now.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know if I could. I don't know if the way I grew up, like my mom,
back in my day,
I was raised a certain way, right? And it's essentially to give people the benefit of the doubt. Now that has bit me in the ass a lot, but I think.
But if you look back, I don't think things would be.
But I don't want to. I fight myself because I don't want to change. I want to hire people I can be friends with.
Yeah.
I don't want to hire somebody that I'm just like, I don't want that.
So
like,
ultimately hiring somebody it's a form of a relationship.
Yeah.
And every relationship has boundaries, right? So if you hire an employee, it's not like hey man, like every weekend you're going to come over and hang out and we're going to be best buds.
And that's what I mean is like I have finally hired a general manager and he's awesome. I love him to death. He's a great kid. He does great work. We have a great time. We joke around. I know his fiance, and we talk about stuff and we are very friendly. He is a workplace friend.
Yeah.
I'm not calling him after hours. Like I know if I had something I needed to talk about and I just needed somebody to sit on the other end of the phone or would meet me for a drink and just let me fucking just talk.
Yeah.
I could call anybody on this show. Like I could call Alter. I could call my brother. I would fucking hope so.
He's
Well,
like,
I have-
shaking his
I-
head, dog.
I would hope so too.
Well, he still questions it after you didn't show up to his wedding.
I know, right?
Well.
Like, what the fuck?
No, you're also aware of.
Yeah, he's well aware he didn't show up for the fucking wedding.
No,
You know
'cause-
who was there? Us three.
Yeah,
we were
it's
there.
really weird.
We were
but
there.
I have one I can't call.
That's yeah.
So that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one I can't call, but I could call any of you guys. You all pick up the phone,
Yep.
like, and go, and it's always
Unless
answered
I'm
with.
high. And
Dude.
then I text you. I'm like, nope, and you're like, got it.
But if I texted you back though and said like you need to pick up the phone,
Yeah,
you'd pick up the phone.
I
That's
would.
what I mean.
I would.
And preface it with, I really don't have the mental capacity to have this conversation
I will,
right now.
but just so you know,
I'm a great listener.
Just giving me like you
I'm
about
a
to get
great
real.
listener.
You're about to get real sober real quick. Fuck.
Well, let me grab some Cheetos. I'll be right back.
let me get a snack, cup of coffee. Fuck.
But it is a different relationship.
Yeah.
It's a different level. So is he a workplace friend? Sure. But like, you all know where I live. And I would happily give you my door code and you could just walk into my house and it'd be fine. I'm not doing that with my employee.
Right.
Because if he doesn't work out, just like the one I let go fucking 2 weeks ago, it was a 45-second conversation. Boom, boom, boom. I need your key, collect your stuff. We're done.
Yeah.
That's how employees have to be. It has to be able to be down to that. Like, because it's what's best for the business. The business is its own thing. Yes, I am the owner, but ultimately I'm just the steward. Because if
I'm gonna
that
try some
business isn't
fuck.
doing well,
It's not bad.
my employees don't get their paychecks.
Mhm.
And it's all a different call.
Yeah.
Why is it clear?
So
It's Japanese whiskey.
And it smells like sake that was
it's
aged in bourbon barrels.
100%.
That's what it is, I think.
Smell it. Take the
I did.
Take the cap
I,
off.
I smelled it.
But yeah, I don't know. Work relationships and yeah, I'd never hire a friend.
Yeah. And like, I think I have more business PTSD than I have military PTSD, honestly.
I used to sleep just fine.
Yeah.
And then I started the business.
Yeah.
And it's the only thing that actually won't shut my fucking brain off.
I had one night like that. I don't know. You know when it was.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, we have to end this. I don't care how.
Yep.
Like, it just needs to stop.
Mhm.
And yeah, but there's like through the bad, like I went through 2 really bad partners in 2 different businesses. And there was weeks I didn't sleep. I just didn't know what the next move was. I didn't know.
I got the pleasure of being around for both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't need that.
One I was an outsider in, which I'm very grateful for, and hindsight, because at the time I just wanted to do the murder. But moving forward,
A lot to the everywhere.
by seeing everything and seeing it from the outside and how it all played out, and then when we had a bad partner, it was just like, oh, wait a minute, like red flag, red flag. This is the only time in my life I actually paid
Yeah.
attention to red flags.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so like,
But when the business comes into play, and when it is your entire life, because that's what a lot of people don't realize, especially in small business, man, is you have to shift focus of your everything
Well,
into that business in order to be
the
successful.
only reason that
Like, you have to.
we got through it is we didn't have a backup plan. There was no backup plan.
Yeah, there's no.
yeah, we had plan A, and
it's-
plan B was plan A,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was just like, oh, okay, so let's
Yeah.
let's look at
That's
plan
where
A
I'm
from
at.
a different
I'm not
angle.
gonna lie. Like, we're doing really well, which is mind blowing. I'll talk to you guys offline, but
It's
like,
awesome.
next Saturday's year is 1 year.
Yeah,
Your
That's
birthday.
That's and we're throwing a first birthday party,
Yeah.
which is we
Nice.
got pint
Are you guys-
glasses made and
are you guys
everything.
do a cake smash?
We're doing cupcakes, so
You should do a cake smash.
we probably should. But we got pint
Dress like
glasses
a
made
baby, get a
that says
fucking- get a
that says
fucking-
first birthday party, and everybody's getting stupid hats and
are you trying to say Jazz going to sit on a cake?
Yes. Yes.
Or
But the question is, for 200 episodes, what kind of cake?
Hi, buddy. I was supposed to go down to Port A this weekend. I might not. Just sit on a cake.
all I'm going to say is red velvet is delicious. That's all I'm going to say.
Don't ask. Don't tell.
don't tell.
Ice cream cake.
It's very
It's the
cold.
power move.
So you get brain freeze.
It's a power move. The brain freeze makes you forget about it.
Or you're trying to figure out why it feels like that when you have melted ice cream in your butthole.
I know, right? I think I just shit myself. No, maybe not. Oh, no. It's cold.
Is this a colon cleanse? I don't.
The thing is they both have to finish, right? So if you're sitting on a cake, how are you going to finish it?
I'm going to tell you right now, I could finish a dude way faster than I could finish a cake.
Through your butthole? Yeah.
Through anything. I could finish a dude
100%.
way faster than I could finish a cake.
Oh, dude, gun to your head, fucking you and your old lady, and this dude's like, I need to come.
Sure.
Dude, step aside, sweetheart. I
Yeah.
got this.
Pass me that Bud Light. I fucking got this.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. 100%.
I'm pretty. I can eat a cake pretty quily. Throw that out there.
Even ice cream cake.
I don't know about you guys, but I've had a lot more practice eating cake. You sick fucks.
Obviously.
I'm going to tell you right now, you've had way more practice playing with a dick than you have fucking eating cake.
You're not wrong.
That's what it all boils down to.
That's
it
always
all
my
boils down
argument.
to nobody has played with a dick more than a dude.
Yeah. Dude, that's
It's just facts.
that's my argument about washing my hands after I piss.
I wish.
Because it's like every dude over the age of 13, his dick is the cleanest part of his fucking body. We wash that more than any other part.
I wish we had a gay dude sitting in the fifth chair right now.
Yeah.
Mikey, move over.
Don't you kink shame me. We going to go into character?
Episode 200, truths are coming out.
Dude, we need to fucking get BJ
He texted me.
and do a fucking Ask a Gay Dude
about
episode.
every 6 weeks,
Yeah.
I get a message from him on Facebook Messenger at like
Yeah.
3 in the morning.
Yeah, me too.
And then it says, "Hey, sexy."
He doesn't do that to me.
You miss on 100% of the shots you don't
I
take.
get, hey, buddy.
He's got the hair.
We so badly need a gay dude on here that has a good sense of humor.
Dude, BJ would be the guy, man.
Yeah.
Like that dude. And he's flamboyant.
Yep.
You know what I learned recently? A buddy of mine
Proud of you.
who
for
is
not
an
responding.
anesthesiologist. He told me that the gay accent is not real. Because when
No,
people,
it's a social marker.
When people come out of anesthesia, if you're from Boston, you still sound like you're from Boston. If you're from the South, you still have the draw. Gay dudes who are like flamboyantly gay, when they go under, they come out to like, oh, what the fuck? Oh my God.
It's
like,
a social marker.
It's
And
total.
then the doc sticks a finger in their butt
and they're like,
hey.
But like, yeah, the gay accent, total bullshit.
My favorite thing is the San Antonio accent.
Explain.
San Antonio, Guadalupe,
So the San Antonio accent. So
Blanco.
you could be like me, where if you're any whiter, you'd be clear, right? Like
So me.
I'm
Got
white
it.
as fuck, right?
Yeah.
And then around here, we'll go to some place like a restaurant, or you go to Niosa, like part of Fiesta or whatever, and you're talking to somebody and you're like, yeah, can I get an enchilada? Can I get, and it's like, all of a sudden, if it's the right thing, we
Right.
can all roll the R's, all the L's are soft, like
still
it's all
say-
this shit. And
I
then,
still
but
say
the rest of the
tortilla.
time, you're white as fuck.
It
And it's
comes
just
down
like,
to confidence with the word.
Here's a question.
but you're not from here.
What do you call the tacos that you dip in the consommé?
Taco?
That you,
Oh,
the
the
specific,
quesadilla.
what is it?
Quesabirria with the 2 R's.
Oh, the birria tacos?
Birria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birria.
Birria.
So Jules gives me shit about
It's
this.
not birria.
Yeah, Jules gives me shit all the time because I'd be like the birria. She's like, that's not how it's said. That's not
It's
what
birria.
it's birria. And I was like, all right, it's birria. Got it. And then I found a video online of a dude who's like a Mexican dude that does fucking food reviews, and he calls it birria. And I was like, you're not allowed to fuck with me anymore.
But that's the San Antonio accent.
Yeah.
And so everybody here.
Yeah.
So we don't really have a Texas accent in San Antonio. It's very, very clean.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
like-
English, we don't have the draw
be
and all
like,
that
"Hey,
stuff here.
It's like, hey, Mikey, what are you doing? Oh, nothing, dude. I just got to do this thing real quick. Telemundo, la Pepsi Cola. Like, yeah.
But we don't really have like the Texas draw in San Antonio. But for some reason,
No, it's a pretty non-regional diction.
but unless it's certain Spanish words, and then all of a sudden we can all say it. Like we know how to say every road in this town. We can read every menu. Like it's all this stuff. But if you're from here,
This
you
is also
transplants are probably having a hard time.
This is also a fucking cool
I
town.
feel like
man.
it works, but there's a radius. right? There's like outside. There's a 50-mile radius outside of 1604.
It depends if you're going north or south.
That's true. South.
If
east, west, and south. If you go
south,
north,
it gets worse. If you go north, it ggets cleaner and
it's
cleaner and
cleaner.
cleaner.
Because
as you go.
nobody that lives up there is actually from Texas.
Well, because by the time you get to New Braunfels, they're still that's just racism. Like you get to there, and they're just like,
Hey, John, where do you live?
New Braunfels. On the north side.
so down here we're all used to. You get to New Braunfels, and it's like, why can't you pronounce it?
He's
And
dating
they're
an
like,
Asian. It's fine.
It was one time.
But yeah, San Antonio has an accent. Like it's just,
He can
but
confirm they're not this way. They are normal. They're not.
but it still squints at you.
Winky, winky.
Oh my god!
That whispering eye.
But no, once you get outside that 1604, like 50 miles outside of 1604.
Fuck.
Just north, buddy.
No, it's south or east or west. Then it gets like super redneck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not even a Texan accent.
Oh, you're talking about with the white people.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's true because like I can.
That's the thing about Texas. Texas is the least racist place I've ever
100%.
fucking been.
So
man.
I can
like, this
muscle.
place is great.
I can muscle through Spanish. Like it's
Sure.
one of those ones where if I hear it, I'm okay. Speaking it, serious problem.
But what about Texan?
And I can read it pretty well. But you will run into trying to understand
a good
Spanish with a Texas draw on it is the hardest shit on the planet.
It's like Cuban. It's like Cuban.
Cuban's not a language.
Right? It's good. It's just like speed Spanish.
So when I was still in the industry, one of my best friends, work best friend, because we were both reps. So, but we had the same territory. So we saw each other a lot. He was Cuban, but he wasn't Cuban unless he was drunk. What cracked me up though is he was a Cuban dude that actually married a chick named Lucy.
Hilarious.
And so we'd be out drinking
That's
on like a
hilarious.
Wednesday and we would be, I mean, fucking hammered. And his wife would call
What do you guys need?
to check on him. I'm going to drink the Knob Creek.
You want some fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I
back
don't,
to
I
the
don't want some
Knob
fuck.
Creek.
I
You
want
want
the
some
Knob Creek.
fuck?
I don't. Fuck
No fuck for you.
You want some fuck?
Are you saying fuck whiskey?
But
You guys are so racist.
his wife would call him and he would answer his phone and be like, "Lo sé?
She's like,
No,
oh no, it's you again.
I'm out with Yaz." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, you can't just like, you changed.
Yes.
You don't even." So when he was drunk, he was Alejandro.
Uh-huh.
When he was sober, he was Alec.
Alex.
No, Alec with the
Alec.
C. And I was like,
A hard C.
bro. He actually got out. Now he owns 3 cigar shops in the DC area.
I had a buddy of mine in the Marines named Cruz. He was Cuban. This dude jerked off all the time. And like he was like the dude who did like the firefight jerk. Like we'd be in a fucking fight.
Oh, the combat jerk?
And we'd be like, where the fuck is
For the
Cruz? And
timer?
he's down there just fucking, hang on. Be done in a minute. It's like, yeah, like fucking middle of it. Like, they were like, I think he's trying to get kicked out because nobody's that fucking horny. Like, yeah.
First off, the combat jerk wasn't that rare. Like that was fucking
It's a real
everywhere.
thing. Dude, fucking
We had a leaderboard.
fear boners are real.
We had a leaderboard for timers.
Nice. Who won?
Dude won at 47 seconds.
Wow. He fucking waited a couple weeks for that.
What a gangster.
47 seconds.
Yeah, he'd been holding that one in.
By the way, it didn't count unless you recorded it on a G-Shock so that everybody was using the same timer.
I appreciate that.
You had to equalize the playing field,
Yeah,
man.
And 2 witnesses.
Well, that wasn't difficult because it was just like
I appreciate the
Yeah.
precision, I guess.
yeah. It was always the sketchy part and was like reload, and I was like motherfucker. I swear to fucking God.
Oh,
Don't Google
boys.
search combat jerk. It's gonna fuck up your whole fucking.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me about that one. I'm good.
Actually, National Guard, yes, we do. We do have to tell you about that one.
I mean, he's
By the way, did you tell Steve what patch you were when you met him?
No.
So you know Steve was 173rd?
Yeah.
He actually came in here and talked shit because he saw all the patches, the steel patches on the wall, and was like, "You guys need a 173rd patch." And I was like, "Man, that was a soft flex." And like, just
Well, 173rd is the one. They're the only ones that did the Iraq jump, right?
I believe so, yeah.
yeah, he was Vietnam era, buddy.
Well, yeah.
Steve
but-
wasn't jumping into Iraq.
I mean, there's a lot of people. I learned this that a lot of people in the airborne community are fucking real butthurt
Because it was
about that.
unnecessary.
mustard stain?
Yeah.
about that mustard stain.
Yeah.
Like if they see it, and if they see a 173rd patch and a mustard stain on your wings, they're like, "But did you?"
So I
The Sky Troopers kind of just get to do whatever the fuck they want.
I haven't
to.
talked to anybody that did it. And I don't know much information on it, but I knew that we were overseas when it happened.
Yeah.
And word through the grapevine was they jumped into a secured location and
Yeah.
got a mustard stain.
Yeah.
I can't confirm or
That's-
deny.
that's
I have
what
no
I've heard,
idea.
too.
That's just
One
all
of
that I
the-
heard.
That sounds right.
One of the guys in my unit, his dad was on that jump, and he was like, "Oh, 100%." He was like, there's no way in hell my ass would have left that bird if that shit wasn't locked down. So it was, they had full security. on
Like
it.
they were like, apparently like the jump master's like, "You boys ready to get mustard stains?
Like
Let's
we were
fucking
trying to
get
figure
it."
out how to get
That is-
mustard stains
but
on
that-
air assault wings.
That is
Like I fucking we air salted into that location. It was hot.
Is
Like,
there such a thing
No,
as
yeah.
a mustard
No.
stain for a Halo wing?
Yeah.
Is there?
There probably is.
No,
There's a
I don't think
combat
there
Halo
is.
wing?
No, I
Pretty
don't,
sure.
See if there is.
I don't think there is.
You have
I think it's just
I'm
for your
pretty sure
parachute
anybody
wings.
that wears Halo doesn't give a fuck.
well,
Every
true.
jump that they did not in the States, they
Yeah.
probably
That was-
smoked
yeah.
someone.
That's probably why they don't have it.
Yeah.
But technically speaking, even if you jumped into a secured location, that entire thing was a combat zone.
Oh, that's going to be a
Yeah.
fun Google search.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking
I want to pull up the video game.
Yeah, you're about to go like Master Chief totally has one.
Yeah.
speaking of
Put high
jumps,
altitude, low opening.
Speaking of jumps, a former guest of the Freedom Friends podcast was one of my students down at RCBT. I show up and they're like, "Hey, we're adding this guy to your roster," and I'm like, and I look at his name and it doesn't click, and then I look up and I see him standing there, and Logan Stark
Yeah.
was one of my students, and I'm like, "Fuck, are you doing here?" He's like, "Hey, man, fuck, are you doing here?" And I was like, "I'm your black hat." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude." So yeah, he was one of my students. I was his squad leader down there, and I got to lead him out the door. Now he put up a video on Instagram of me taking him out the door, and it was, I don't say the whole follow me thing. That's kind of the Army's deal.
Yeah.
So like, I don't want to encroach on your guys' space. So I say, let's get weird. That's my thing. Let's get weird. And then I go.
it's good that you try not to stolen valor. That's all.
Yeah, I really don't want a stolen valor in my civilian jump team. I don't want a stolen valor. So,
There is some that happens there.
100%.
You mean like civilians that go and jump in combat shirts?
No, I'm talking about
There's-
guys that were in the
there's
military
that.
that wear stuff that they never earned when they were in the military.
Yeah, there's some of that too.
Oh.
At RCPT?
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Some people have been called out for that. Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know if it still happens or not, but this was a couple years.
I'm going to tell you right now, when I get the
But-
chance to go, I'm only wearing Adidas tracksuits.
Yes. I'm fucking on board with it. I'm on board
You
with
have
it.
to have over the ankle boots, pants, and a shirt.
That sounds like an Adidas tracksuit to me.
Yeah.
You
Adidas
need a
tracksuit
fucking.
boots.
You need a gold chain.
jumping like
and
a-
a Russian
I'm
accent.
dumping absolutely.
Yeah, we're just gonna call it Red Dawn all day. Yes.
This is Vladimir.
We're going to leave it up to Andrew to get us some nice combat boots to go with these tracksuits.
Yes. Can we
wearing
get can we get
I'm wearing
matching
these right here.
tracksuits?
Yes, we should have. We should have did episode 200 in matching tracksuits
Why the fuck?
we should have.
because
know
nobody
what-
knew it was 200 till today.
I was just talking to Jazz the other day. It's been 2 years since the night that we all wore Hawaiian shirts. When I bought us all Hawaiian shirts, it was 2 years ago this week.
I'm not going to lie. I had
st-
shit I needed to do tonight
still wear
until I
that.
remembered that it was episode 200. And I was like, well, fuck, I need to reschedule that.
Yeah. I know, right?
So I did get a call from Quinn earlier today.
He did.
Okay.
And he asked,
That was my answer too
Yeah.
when he told me that.
so he was in character. He said, "This is Sergeant Haskell from the Canadian Rangers, and if you guys need it," he reminded me it was 200. I had no idea. He reminded me. He's like, "Yeah, I know you have a mission
Like codename 200.
codename 200 coming up. If you guys need anything from us," and I said something about having a Army Ranger and a Canadian Ranger fuck on on the.
We need a new way.
episode.
We need a new way to apologize.
I need you to drop Timbits.
But he said, if we need anything, you know how to get a hold of me.
Tim
And
Hortons.
I said, yes, I do. It's a bat signal, but with a maple leaf. And he's like, yep, that'll get us, And so I appreciate Quinn for calling. And
Yeah, I didn't remember till I saw that fucking
Somebody posted in the group.
some post that
Yeah.
said like,
I'm
"Hey
glad
guys,
that they
congratulations on
remembered.
200," and I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like,
yeah, we should do something special for 214.
like 17 or
Yeah.
some rando fucking
Yeah,
number.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, technically, next week would be 200 since there's one that's lost that we never talk
That's
about.
true.
Well,
So
that means
technically-
that means the week before would have been 200.
Well, episode 2 never got published.
Yeah.
And so it went 1, 3, and then obviously.
So this
all
is
the way up
actually
to here.
technically 199.
Technically, if we want to go with
Can we
that.
get tracksuits in a week?
I mean,
Get a tracksuit tonight.
just go to just go to an Adidas store, bro. We're good to hook.
Jazz is like, I just need to open my closet.
I mean, I do have a tracksuit at home. Shit.
Jazz just stands up, he rips off the clothes he's wearing. The tracksuits underneath it. He's like, "What's up, bro?"
Always ready.
Semper Paratus. Speaking of which,
Easy now.
Don't draw attention to him.
They
well,
can't,
no.
they can't
They can't
see
see
can't
it.
it.
see
This is
them.
an audio show.
Okay.
but even if they could, like the cameras aren't on them. But the Warfighter boys hung up flags in the Warfighter Tobacco Studios.
Act with an L.
Yes, it was with an L. They did not hang up the other thing. They hung up flags. And we got America, Texas, the Army, the Marine Corps, the Navy, the Air Force,
Space
the
Force.
Space Force, and
Coast Guard.
the Coasties. Yeah. See, Semper Paratus right there. Always ready.
Always ready, but always last.
Always last.
Unless they're activated.
Unless they're activated, which I didn't know. Like once they're activated, they're above the Navy, you
I
said?
believe so, yes.
Really?
No.
Was it?
No, just above Space Force.
That's it?
No, they're probably above the Air Force. They've been around longer than the Air Force.
Fuck, I don't know.
Because it goes in like seniority of like
No,
time
I think
and grade,
it's just
basically.
the last two that switch.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I studied.
Apparently, dude, I was talking to a guy the other day. The Space Force is doing cool shit.
Well,
Like they have legit fucking lasers that can like take out nukes and shit. like they're doing fucking rad shit, man. like it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Oh, that was the other thing I did. I went to DC. I went to Burbiz.
Space Force never found those fucking hot air balloons, though.
So I got a little intel on that, boys.
Space, man, not just
I got a
air.
little intel on this on the spy balloons.
Yeah.
Japan started it back in the day
Well, they learned.
in World War II.
They learned real quick.
They were the first ones to actually send a balloon over to America. And the reason they did it is they were testing our response.
Yeah.
Right? But there was actually people in the balloon when they did it.
Well, because the internet wasn't invented then.
Exactly.
Well, we shot it down.
So they had a dude with
We
a
did.
tin cup and a string.
All the way to Japan.
Hello.
Konnichiwa. Skoshi nihongo daijoubu hai. Fucking what?
I know I should probably redact that, but I'm not. I'm just gonna.
That was actually Japanese.
That was actually
I believe it was
Japanese, fucker.
Japanese, but I feel like it was something I should redact.
I think
Not
he
at
said
all.
hello.
I said hello, and then I said I speak a little bit of Japanese. Good to go. That's all I said. Skoshi, Nihongo, Japanese, daijoubu. That's all I said, man.
In which case, the Japanese person switches to English and goes like, "Would it be easier if I just spoke to you in your language?"
Like, yes, please. Thank you.
Because they're all better educated than us and
Yeah.
speak multiple languages,
But so apparently,
like the fucking Germans,
Chinese
except for they
spy
won't
balloon.
switch.
the Chinese spy balloons had a self-destruct fucking thing,
Yeah.
but we were jamming it.
Oh.
Which is why it went all the way across the country because we jammed it and we're just fucking taking in all their intel the whole time.
They're just lucky we didn't jelly them.
Back in the day, they just had a big cone and they were like, "What's he saying?"
So, but that's why we didn't shoot it down and it didn't blow up or anything until it was all the way over fucking the ocean and went all the way across because we jammed it the whole time and just soaked in all the intel. Everything it was picking up, we were catching. And we were like, we're not giving them fucking, they didn't get anything back.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Right.
So what happened with China?
Well, fucking nothing. They're still there. Well, their fucking currencies in a better position than ours right now.
Well,
We don't
yeah,
talk
but it
about
also
that?
came out that the balloon was steerable, and they were doing figure eights over military airspace and collecting data and sending it back and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, they were trying to.
It came out that they did.
So they were only getting sent back what we were letting them send it back. We were jamming it. It had a fucking predator
Is that what
drone.
the government said?
That's what a guy that
Because they're here to help.
That's what a guy that worked on that was a guy that I spoke to that was on the project told me.
The one from Japan or the one in China?
I met him in DC.
Okay.
We'll say that in this forum. I'll tell you guys more later. But yeah.
So apparently OPSEC is strong in fucking the DC circuit.
Oh, I mean, it's Mikey.
It's Mikey.
It's Mikey.
He's
Found
got-
the civilian I'm drinking with. We should absolutely go ahead and share fucking intel secrets with him.
Weirdly enough, guy I served with.
so that we can talk about it on the podcast.
Like, he didn't tell me anything fucking classified or anything, but like, it's
Yeah,
pretty.
that Casio tape recorder that was on there, we were able to make sure that it only found out what kind of porn
is a
soldiers
calculator
were
watch.
listening.
Like, that's like if one of us were in charge of that, we're like, we could only feed them back a little bit of info. We'd be like, well, we're feeding them back this. Like, it's gonna be like what porn channels dudes are
Yeah,
watching
right.
and shit. Let me send you the new Bud Light campaign. You guys are gonna love this.
Their balloon got a bunch of intel. They make every iPhone currently in the US.
yeah, that's true. And they have TikTok.
We need to worry about, they sent a balloon. They
Oh,
make
speaking of TikTok.
95% of all the tech that is currently everywhere.
Did you guys see the clip note to the bill that they're trying to pass for the
Yeah,
TikTok
it
ban?
is some bullshit.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
Hey, look,
So-
that hearing went great until the TikTok guy was like, maybe it logged your keystrokes.
No,
When
no,
you're not
you
using
gotta
the
listen.
app.
You got to listen to this, Jazz.
But no, all
Yeah.
all the stuff that is in that bill essentially is like anything that you use to access the internet, we now have control over, the US government.
Yeah. Not only are we going to ban TikTok, but we're going to ban.
Well, it's not banning it, but we have full access to all of
to
it.
censor anything.
That's the one
Yeah.
we're worried about. We're not worried about the fact that the government now owns multiple banks.
Well,
By all means, we should worry about TikTok instead of the fact that they now own multiple
but
banks.
no. This bill will allow them to do so much more. It's like,
We will be North Korea.
yeah.
Like it allows them to censor stuff to that extent. So, but this leads me to a very interesting point. So they're trying to push this bill.
This is gonna be my argument every time somebody's like, they didn't have AR-15s in 1776. Yeah, we didn't have the internet in 1776, but you guys are fucking that up, aren't you?
So they're trying to push this bill to pretty much censor the populace of the United States via information.
Yeah.
And essentially that's what it is. And
they
it's
tried
all-
this before, and that's when we ended up with the open internet thing.
And then they're also pushing for gun control and all this other bullshit. And it's like, guys,
Can somebody just do it right and just call the bill slow, steady squeeze?
but it's just like, hey, like, at what point is everybody going to wake up and be like, hold on? Like, there's this thing, it's called a Bill of Rights. And we have these, and they're ours. And you're
They're
trying
not.
to
Okay,
take
first
them
off,
away.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay.
The Bill of Rights doesn't give you shit. The Bill of Rights restricts the government from doing shit. People need to stop fucking saying that document is guaranteeing you the right to do fuck all. This country was founded on the fact that you have the right to do whatever the fuck you want to as long as it doesn't harm others. The Bill of Rights is 10 laws that specifically restrict the government from doing anything against you. The First Amendment restricts the government from telling you what you can and can't say. It doesn't guarantee you the right to do it. It stops the government from taking that away from you.
That's what they're doing with this bill,
The
though.
Second Amendment doesn't give you the right to own a gun. It keeps the government from being able to take the ability to defend yourself from a totalitarian government. There is no right that says that you aren't allowed to protect yourself against another shitty human being. That's not what that fucking bill is for. The bill is to guarantee that you have the fucking weapons to overthrow a totalitarian government, because that's how we founded ourselves. We were self-armed We overthrew a totalitarian government. Work your way through the rest of the bill. The Bill of Rights, all of those 10 are restrictions on the government. They are not a guarantee of a right to you.
No quarter.
The government's not allowed to put people in your fucking home when they need to house
but these
soldiers.
are also unalienable rights that we are born
But it started with that.
American
Is
citizens.
that you are a free citizen.
See, I thought they put them in that order so they knew which order to take them away from us.
Well, that's the thing is
the
that's
problem.
what they're now trying to do is now they're trying to say, this doesn't stop us. We are trying to restrict you. And people need to stop the narrative that the government gave us rights. That Bill of Rights.
We were born with those, bro.
That Bill of Rights, you get them automatically. The bill stops the government from taking them. That's what the Bill of Rights does. It restricts the government. It doesn't give you shit.
That's technically what the whole Constitution does.
We
It
have
restricts the government.
Those are ours. The rest of it is government restriction.
Yeah.
The fact that anybody's arguing about any of it and it's you can't take you have it. You have it. The bill restricts the government from fucking with it.
Well, then why can't I have a machine
Stop fucking
gun?
saying the government gave you fuck all. The original government didn't give you guns. The original government founded itself so that they couldn't take your guns. The government didn't give you the right to speak. That bill restricts the government from taking your right to speak.
Right.
They're all organic. There is no law that gives you fuck all.
Your right
It
to
stops
assembly,
the
your right
government
to
from
religion.
doing shit. And we have to shift that fucking narrative and actually talk about them the way they're supposed to be. They didn't give us gifts. They're not this magnanimous body that was like, here, you can have these things, peasant. We fucking wrote them to control the government, not to control the population.
Yeah.
It's true.
Stop fucking saying they gave us things. Anything the government's willing to give you, you don't fucking want.
Trust me.
You want to keep...
Fucking trust. As a matter of fact, trust us on this. All right.
If the government wants to give it to you, you don't want it. You don't want it every fucking time. I don't fucking want it. They're going to write a law to stop them from doing something. Yep. 100%. Write them fucking all. Every law that tells me it's going to stop the government from being able to do something, you'll get my vote every fucking time. Anytime that you think the government is here to give you something and it's a good fucking thing, you're a fucking idiot. The government has never given you fuck all. The original ones wrote themselves and they wrote in restrictions.
Pretty sure I got herpes from the government.
They wrote in restrictions, and now we are trying to.
Hard, huh?
All we're doing now is they're trying to lift restrictions on the government. You don't have gun rights. You have the right to have whatever the fuck you want to own. This whole argument about it's for my ability to defend myself. No, it's not. First of all, that bill is actually written so that you have the weapons to be able to overthrow
Don't
a
break
government.
the glass. Don't break the
Totally,
glass.
dude. I get it. I'm with you on this.
So,
Cut your finger.
I don't care about that. Just don't break the glass. We got tourniquets.
but we always fucking talk about these things wrong. And it's like, do your fucking homework. Do your homework. By the way, I'm going to fucking go ahead and say this too. Abraham Lincoln, not the guy you think he was, he broke the Bill of Rights so many fucking times it wasn't even funny. One of the worst presidents we ever had.
Not according to history. According to facts, 100%. According to history, because it's cool to fucking be the cool guy.
Look, I think the Emancipation Proclamation was awesome, but you don't get to jail people when they don't agree.
It's also true.
So what's the government doing nowadays?
Well, back to your original point of
They're
what you were
trying to
talking about with this bill, is they're trying to fucking strip away the Bill of Rights, essentially.
But they're also jailing people that don't agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure. I want to talk about something that happened here in Texas, of all places.
Well, and we should be pissed about exactly what you just said. They're trying to jail people. We should be pissed. We should be pissed and we should rail against it. But we need to talk about that the Bill of Rights is not something that is written in to give the population rights. You had all those. They restrict the government. They don't grant you shit. They restrict the government. Get back to the fact that you want to restrict the government. That's where it needs to be.
Going from that to that.
We need to be giving the government left and right limits, not figuring out where our left and right limits are.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
So we just need to figure out how to do that.
Well, fucking,
It's got to be talked about accurately. And neither side does it.
No, of course not.
No, man, because it's all profit driven. That's what people fucking fail to understand. And all
Best
these,
idea I ever heard was that politicians need to wear jackets like NASCAR drivers.
yeah,
Man,
with their fucking with
Where
their
it's got all of their fucking sponsors
all their
fucking
lobbyists
sewn all
just
over
fucking
it.
sewn up. Yeah, hell yeah.
I still think we should go back to their campaigns. They have a dollar limit that they can use to finance their campaigns.
Yeah.
I agree. It's
Like,
a
that's it.
dollar. You get $1.
Oh, we'll give them a little bit. Here's $200,000.
Nah,
Yeah.
$1.
Well, if you gave him $1, then whoever the social medias were for is who would win.
Because they'd get $1.
Basically.
Well, free marketing would be via the social media.
So be good at it.
Yeah.
Or just get censored and fucking don't
Well,
be able to be good at it.
it's
But
a
what's it
private
doing
company.
otherwise?
What can you
So-
do?
Yeah.
So
Like-
you throw $100 million at it and they censor it anyways.
Yeah, no, you're right.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Other than I have to see a bunch of fucking billboards for taglines that
Yeah.
say like, hey, re-elect fucking. How about you're all full of shit?
Yeah. Keep praying for that meteorite.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Fucking Jesus.
Pretty much.
Like they should all go to jail.
But no, trying to censor the internet is the equivalent to trying to censor newspapers.
But so the way that bill is written is the only way that they can do it. So we're not censoring the internet. We're controlling your access to it.
Which still doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it's like it's very close to the Patriot Act in what it will allow the government to do.
See, the Patriot Act was an impulse, right?
It was.
Because it was post 9/11. It was just post 9/11. Like they were like,
Well, and everybody was going to be about it, right?
the whole country was like on board
And
with it. They were
used
like,
in the
yep.
correct manner,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
When in the
Right.
fuck has the government ever used anything in the correct manner, though?
In that moment, when everybody voted on that,
Yeah.
that was the only thing that was going through their minds.
Dude,
it wasn't like, oh, they're going to abuse this, because obviously that's what the government
No,
does.
this is to protect us because we were just attacked.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's
It
a lot
was-
like
but
saying
it was reactive.
That's like
the
saying
problem.
a
It was
dick in the
super
appropriate
reactive.
environment is awesome, but if in non-appropriate environment, it's rape. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Like, but everybody like well, this, that, and the other. I talked to a dude the other day that was all about the fact that we made abortions illegal. And I was like, yeah, I know. The government stepped in, they helped, and da da da. And I was like, you know what we need is we need a place where you can go for like pap smears and like just general checkup and all that stuff to make sure that people are healthy, especially in the female population, without the outstanding costs of what it takes to go to a gynecologist.
I'm
And they were
sending
like,
you something, Jazz.
that's
right
fucking
now.
brilliant. And I was like, yeah, that's called Planned Parenthood, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
that's what that whole fucking thing did. The bulk of what they did was actually provide like
I just texted you something.
fucking birth control and fucking pap smears and all those that couldn't fucking afford it. And I was like, but we targeted on this one fucking thing, which by the way has nothing to do with you, fucking sperm donor, and you fucking have a voice on it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now I'm totally about if you are a married couple or you're in a long distance or you're in a long-term relationship and she goes and makes that call without you, yes, there should be civil litigation that can be able to be brought against it. I think you should have to be involved.
I think it should be common sense stuff, right? Like abortions shouldn't be legal a week before the baby's due.
Yeah, the late term
You know what I
thing,
mean?
that's a murder. Like,
You know,
the late
but,
term
like,
thing's a murder.
It also, you should probably not.
I found that in a bathroom in San Antonio yesterday. I took that picture.
I would post copies of that.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like, I mean, there's certain things. Well, and I think that's why forever it was always like the 20-week thing, right?
Well, but
Like,
yeah,
like 20 weeks.
like
it's
there needs to be a compromise.
It's not viable to live outside of the woman's body, so that's like up to the point you could do
Yes.
an abortion.
The third,
like that's
the
fine.
third
Like that makes
trimester
sense.
shit,
Like
I have a problem with
the
that.
fucking late term, that's murder.
But the thing is that-
if it could be removed from the mother and live,
I'm a late term baby. I was born early.
yeah, I was born early.
I was born like 5 weeks early.
I'm close to that. Yeah,
So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tiny. That I'm
Dude, and you want to talk about a fucking surprise, baby?
And Mikey just ran out of snacks.
Bro.
He's like, get me the fuck out of here.
Dude, my mom's tubes were tied. And I fucking snuck through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's, in hindsight being what it is and being what I am now, I kind of get why my dad split when I was 2. He was like, I didn't sign up to have a fucking kid, man. Like, I'm starting to get it, right?
Yeah.
Like because my mom's tubes were tied.
My mom was on Depot.
Well, dude, the Depot shot was fucking terrible for women. It still is. They still use it. It's fucking terrible for them.
Right. So I shouldn't be here.
You shouldn't.
But I'm here.
But my mom went to a fucking legitimate
almost
fucking
a Freudian slip there.
Oh, damn near a Freudian slip. I caught it too. My mom almost went, like, she went through a fucking legit procedure, fucking,
Well, so they say.
you know, and got her tubes tied, and I fucking reconned through, right? Like I am a fucking, my mom was cool about it.
See, they didn't put that last half inch in.
My brother, right? Gotta put that last half inch, dog. My brother was always a dick to me about it. He was like, "You're a fucking mistake." But like, my mom was always cool and gracious, and she was like, "You were a surprise."
Not mine. My mom was like, "Look, I love you and your brother, but if I could look back on it all, I'd never done it." And I'm like, "At least you're honest."
I fucking love
You or your brother.
I fucking adore your mother. Your mom's one of my favorite people. And, but no, I'm fucking, like, my mom would have had every fucking right to off me.
Yeah.
As a fetus, right? Like, I mean, because she was like, "Yo, dude, I went through a fucking procedure.
Right.
So
I
that
did
this
everything
wouldn't happen."
prior to this to make sure this didn't happen.
I was being responsible, but thankfully, my mom.
Your mom should sue the doctor that did the hysterectomy.
I wish you could do that.
for child support.
I know. I wish you could do that.
It wasn't hysterectomy, because then I definitely wouldn't be here, because that takes everything out.
Whatever.
But like, you know, but the procedure.
still,
But you're right.
Like, you fucked this up, and now like,
My last.
That's the same thing with dudes who like fucking knock girls up after a vasectomy, because they're not 100%. They didn't used to be. They are now. Now they figured out how to do it now. So
That's why
they're-
you should
they're
just blast
solid.
him in the ass.
Right? Just come on our face, dude. It works. Yeah. just face kids. It's all good. Like, shit.
I've never known a carpet to get pregnant.
I'm saying.
or drapes.
or a
Every drape or under half of a chair in a hotel,
Yeah.
whatever you're trying to do.
I know 100% of the time that every hotel coffee filter I've ever come into has never made babies.
I only did that
You know,
once.
I will never make coffee in a hotel room again after that story.
You should not.
Not one time.
I only did that once, but god
Weren't
damn
you-
it, I was proud
Never.
of it.
Weren't you
doesn't
just
matter.
in Florida?
Oh, that wasn't in Florida.
No, yeah,
Where
but
was-
I've been to Florida.
Where was that? Where did I do that? Well, fuck, where was that?
Not to you.
It
I
doesn't
was,
matter. I'm not. Never.
I was asking her
Oh,
because I've made quite a few trips to Florida. Yeah, where?
Orlando.
Ooh.
I didn't touch it.
If
Did you
stayed in
make
one-
coffee?
If you stayed in one of those
Okay,
rooms,
good.
shit's gonna itch on you.
Yeah. Did you open the drapes?
Jesus.
No, they couldn't open.
They're stuck
you-
together.
Did you open the drapes?
No,
Good.
I pulled my bars.
Yeah, that didn't change
Oh,
anything.
the bars. Oh, I specifically go for
Yeah,
the bars.
100% the bars.
I bring glass.
How would I know it's
Oh.
actually hexagon shaped? Every one of those things, they're hexagons.
Continental breakfast.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's domestic terrorism that's fucking legal. That's what it is.
It's not legal. It's not legal at all.
Yeah, but I don't think there's a statute that covers it.
I don't know how they charge you.
Right?
Well, look, I masturbated in private.
What did he charge you with? Being gross.
Yeah.
But my point is that I very well could have been been an aborted kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my mom chose to fucking, hey man, I'm gonna stick it out. I'm gonna stick it out, see how this fucking weirdo turns out. And
But you can't be.
Sorry, everybody.
But you became a Marine, which is still just a
it's basically the same.
advertisement for abortion.
Yeah,
It's just
basically the same. Basically the same.
how do we get the Marines? Unwanted children.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's the.
So what happened was they weren't really up on their tube tying shit in the
think it's
early 80s.
misguided children is the slogan.
Yeah,
But,
Uncle Sam's misguided children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Uncle Sam's.
We should just change that to
unwanted children.
misplaced. Just-
Maybe baby children. They were going to be maybe babies.
Oh,
I don't know,
God.
man. I don't remember my point and all this. I'm kind of drunk. This is nice. I've been drunk for a while. Fuck.
Holy shit.
What are you guys doing?
Oh man.
There's a shower right back there.
We can start.
Hey man. I might be close to the mood. Shit.
Episode 200. Just fucking, let's get weird.
Episode 200. Mikey goes gay.
Mikey turns gay.
Mikey
Good
becomes a
God.
Bud Light fucking
Spokesperson.
yeah.
I just start tucking
Ambassador?
it. I just start tucking it. It's like my new thing. I just tuck it.
So you know what I want to know is, you know when all those chicks were making those beer ad posters for their boyfriends?
Yes.
How many of them did Bud Light? And people have them hanging in their room right now. And those rednecks are just like, God damn it.
I can't wait till the new Bud Light tins come out for the bathrooms. You know, you got a bunch of hot dudes.
I was thinking about, damn it, Sylvia. Now you got to go do another fucking photo shoot for me. I ain't wearing this queer shit up in there. fucking hillbillies. Jesus Christ.
I saw a video of a guy that opens up his fridge and he's got a bunch of Bud Light and he's like, I bought these before they were gay. So I'm gonna drink these, but no more after that.
You know what I realized? You know how like back in the day we used to be like, dude, that's gay. Yeah. I'd be like, dude, don't be gay.
Yeah.
Now it's all they did was take that word and change it to cringe. And that's what, like, this generation, it's just like, oh, dude, don't be cringe, or oh, that's cringe.
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
100%
It's the
true.
same thing, man. It is definitionally the exact same fucking word, man, that we're using.
Well,
It's like instead of they just replaced it, you know, because gay, when we'd be like, dude, that's gay, like that. It was never about being gay.
no,
You know, it wasn't about like, you know, dick and ass sex. You know, it wasn't about gay.
Well,
all right, it was about like, dude, don't be a fucking
Let's not
asshole.
try and justify that. The bigger question is,
That was the fastest piss you've ever taken. Like, I'm questioning whether or not you actually peed. Like, that was fast.
no,
man.
I just rubbed one out.
That was that's more impressive, man. Like, I blinked and you were sitting back going, the bigger question is.
The bigger question is, why in the holy fuck are you defining yourself off of a fucking shitty beer?
It's because that's what it is. It's a shitty beer.
Like,
It's a high school beer.
out of all the shit you could define yourself off of, and we've talked about that whole what's a weird thing for build your whole personality off of and whatever. And we listed some shit. And you know what wasn't even on that list for how pathetic it fucking is? Shitty beer.
I was gonna say,
What the fuck,
people who
man?
identify with domestic beers, they should be classified as domestic terrorists. Oh, bro, you drink Bud Light? Coors Light's where it's fucking at, man. I can't believe you drink that shit.
They get fucking
Now,
gnarly.
but
And
you're
it's just
talking
like,
about-
oh, I don't drink fuck that Bud Light. Miller. Oh no, fucking way. It's
Like,
Coors
'cause-
Light, Coors Light all day.
So bartenders, the number one bartender beer on the fucking planet, Miller Lite, shot of JMO. That's a bartender fucking drink, right?
I don't drink domestic beer.
But
I never did.
But almost every fucking
Now,
bartender that does drink
by
beer
domestic,
drinks,
you mean-
drinks Miller Lite for whatever fucking reason.
No, by domestic, you mean like
Bud Light, Miller Lite,
Bud Light,
Coors
Miller
Light,
Lite,
all
sure.
the fucking
all the
basic
entire
bullshit.
craft beer community is technically a domestic beer.
Okay, domestic price-wise, domestic beer.
You mean?
I mean, that beer
Miller
you
Lite,
can get at a bar
Miller Lite,
between
Bud
hipster
Light,
beers.
Budweiser, whatever.
Non-hipster beer.
Yeah. Like
You
I
mean
remember,
non-good beer.
I remember when Ultra came out, and that wasn't considered
Well,
a domestic
debatable.
beer.
Have you met Jim
Because
from
of the
Second
price point.
Pitch?
Of course.
Okay, would you call him a hipster?
No, he is not a hipster.
No, Jim makes domestic beer.
but I
But he
guarantee,
makes domestic
But
beer.
I guarantee you, hipsters buy his beer.
I bet you Germans buy his beer. Actually,
Really?
go there on a Tuesday. It's all Germans.
Really?
Oh yeah.
No.
I'm waiting for one dude to stand up and just start speaking in the middle of his fucking. Just be like,
Eins and Weins and
just fucking like, take his drink away. Like that's just fucking. We need to censor the internets. And then fucking that's a fucking.
Hey, Biden, sit the fuck down.
Yes.
We're like
The
easy
trans are
Brandon.
coming for our rights, and it's like there's like 4 of them. We're like, what are we worried about? And they're really just here to tell you that the base makeup you're choosing is the wrong fucking color. Like, just relax. Like, Jesus.
I will tell you, I don't know if you've noticed about
The
this
worst
whole.
thing they're gonna do to you is improve your skin routine. Like, just chill. Like, fucking.
I will tell you this. I've noticed something that I found interesting because I'm not part of this community, but from the outside looking in, I thought it was interesting. In the LGBTQ community, right?
I can't even do it all anymore. Can we just say the plus community? Because they've
The-
added letters.
That's easy.
So,
Yeah.
well,
Can I just go plus?
But
I
I say that as LGBTQ plus, right?
well, no,
I
because
say
now
that,
it's
though.
LGBTQIA.
IA.
It's IA, right?
The fuck is INA?
That's what I'm saying. Can we just go plus?
I think it's like
Because I'm here for you. All right.
Inclusive and anal.
It's probably intersex and something else.
No, I
but-
think it's inclusive. I
No,
think
it's-
inclusive
it's-
is actually right.
no, it's intersex and asexual. I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
so-
we just seriously? I'm 100% a supporter. I'm not gonna go march with you or whatever the fuck. But you be whatever the fuck you want to be. I'm
He's an
fucking
ally.
sure. If that's what you want to go with, whatever the fuck. I'm fucking here for it. However you fucking get your jollies.
Yeah, don't care.
I don't give a fuck. I am the result you were looking for. Genuinely don't give a shit. Can we just go to plus? Can we just
That's what I'm about to talk about.
Can we just kick it over to just plus? Because then
I don't think so. I think there should be separation.
And a lot of their communities thinking there should be separation.
Why?
Because lesbians and gays and bisexuals.
First off, lesbians are gays, so your shit doesn't make sense anyways.
Yeah, but you can't call a dude that likes dudes a lesbian.
Yeah.
Look, can I just get H plus?
We already went down that rabbit hole in the 80s and 90s.
All right.
Same community.
It was a bad pull. It was a bad pull. I'll admit that one. That was a bad pull. I'm just looking for plus.
But
Like the one on the end of the Disney symbol,
So
like
that's what
that
I'm-
weird little fucking kind of wavy plus.
Like you're gonna agree with this. Apparently, lesbians, gay dudes, and bisexual people of both of those things are starting to separate themselves from the other parts of the alphabetical fucking narrative.
How do you have segregated segregation?
I don't fucking know because I'm not part of this community.
There's always been that in every community.
And I agree with you. You are 100%
Even in
correct.
the veteran community.
The
there's-
veteran, you end up with the whole well, my branch did this, or fucking inner branch,
Well, they
and the
just-
whole one MOS is more important than another. The
Well, it's
whole
always been
shit that
grunts
we-
versus pogues
Well,
and
yeah,
bullshit.
but
Yeah.
and then if you break it down even more, it's soft grunts and pokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
some
everybody
of us
hates truck drivers.
Some of us are better than you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jazz,
grunts.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna fuck your.
Grunts are way better than
I'm gonna
pogues.
fuck your ear with some truth. You're not fucking a soft guy. All right? Like you were.
I didn't.
I was attached to soft guy. All right. I'm gonna get you that fucking shirt.
I did not create what that command
Alright.
structure looked like.
There
That's
is
like
no
an Air Force
There is no
SF
thing in the
guy.
world that the
100%.
hottest chick on TikTok right now, who is a psyops girl, is gonna fucking be like,
No.
I'm special.
She's not a. She's not a psyop girl. They're just calling it a psyop.
Oh.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That actually, that's the most psyop shit
She's
ever.
not actually a psyop girl.
I mean,
They're
that's
just
the
calling her.
military.
That's the most psyop shit ever.
It's some smoke show chick that's more than likely like a fucking heavy equipment refueler or some shit.
Yeah.
But
Why
Definitely
are they
heavy
calling it a
equipment.
psyop girl?
Because it's to
they're
get all
calling
the,
her a psyop.
Yeah, it's to get all
Not
the
that she is
weebs.
part of psyop.
It's to get all the weebs to go.
They're calling her a
Uh,
psyop.
She's definitely a psyop.
100%.
That is, which is also not a fucking thing.
It's the
like
most
that's
psyop.
not.
It's the most psyop thing ever.
Jesus
and he's
Christ.
denying it, which is also the most psyop thing ever.
It's not,
Way better than leaflets.
it's not what they're
I don't know.
calling
It's real right now.
So
Can we start that? Can we just have like a, let's see here, an AMN ACG plus community?
Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force.
Well, no, I
plus.
throrew CG on there.
no, the plus. You can
yeah,
just put
that's
those
the
as plus.
plus. Those are plus.
AMNA plus. That's just that's all the branches. It's one
And then the
team.
other ones, the
then
cute
the
ones.
one-
They
Oh
just
my
hang out
god,
over there.
what flag are we gonna make?
The AMNA AMNA plus.
What flag are we gonna make?
And for the slow ones out there, it's Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force plus.
I think we should take the cannons from you guys.
Oh, you like my cannons, huh?
The eagle on top from us.
Yeah. The anchor,
The anchor on the bottom.
And the shield from the Air Force.
And the shield from the
Fuck
Air
it,
Force.
put it all
Perfect.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the AMNA
Graphic designers out there, we need your help.
AMNA plus community.
I can't wait to talk. Oh, when is our plus guy coming back?
Oh,
I can't wait for this one.
Which one?
Gary.
He's our new
Plus
plus.
guys.
Oh.
AMNA plus.
Dude, instead of like being rainbow, it'll be red. It'll be white, red, navy blue, Air Force blue, and white and fucking black. It'll be like that.
Man, I am looking forward to seeing what the Freedom Friends group is going to be like when
that's
this episode drops.
The AMNA plus community.
The AMNA plus community.
Then eventually we'll segregate those two.
Let's
Eventually, the rest of us are gonna be like, those aren't on our
No,
table.
we don't.
and then all the Army and Navy guys will be like, whoa.
Those two fucks are ruining it for the rest of us.
We need to start the Facebook group before
fuck.
anybody else does.
Yeah, let's just secure that now. The AMNA plus community.
Dude, so,
I'm on it.
so to my point, this works. This actually works on my
.org.
point.
.org.
We need a
.org.
.org.
Depends how you pronounce it.
To my point, this is my point. Is there are parts of that community who are starting to shy away from the other half of that community because they're like, hey, look, man, like we support you and we want you to be successful and we want you to be like that, but you're a little too fucking much. All right. And you're getting to the point where you're just being too much.
That's what
You know
we
what I mean?
thought
Like-
about the Marines for like 150 years now.
Yeah. But that's what we all thought about gay dudes for a long time. But now they're fucking here to stay, man. They're hanging out, dude. They're one of us. Like, they're
Always
fucking
been
good to
here.
go.
It's not, this isn't
Yeah.
new.
No, I know, but you can't. Obviously, the homophobia in this country has fucking dropped dramatically. Say the last fucking 50 years.
The terrifying
Shit.
thing is that you had to preface that with this country.
Well, that's because that's what I'm referencing.
Well,
But every military strong empire before us.
Oh, sure.
And let's fucking.
I'm not
call us-
talking about the Romans and the fucking Spartans who
Yeah,
are
but-
all gay.
But let's
Like,
call us what we are.
Yeah, but-
we're a military strong empire.
Let's put it into context in the
Well,
rest
that's
of the
true.
world. There's a handful of countries that are like, you guys do your thing. We respect that.
Yep.
And then there's the majority of the rest of the countries that are like, that's fucking illegal.
Yeah.
Oh, and if it's not, we just passed a law that says it's illegal now.
Yeah.
By the way, I want
Uganda.
you to bring me. I want you to bring me a single country that is not either socialist based or religious run. That is the second half of that.
The second half of what?
Yeah.
The whole like it's fucking illegal for you to exist.
Well, but
Well, it's not illegal for you to exist. You just can't put your pee-pee where you want to.
Well, you can't put your pee-pee in a human that you want to.
I'm willing to bet they don't have laws that says you can't put them
but
in other places.
What about the countries that make a Thursday exception? That's weird to me.
That's a religious exception, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't infringe on that
And
First
those
Amendment right.
Those are also
Like I
religious
said,
laws.
bring me one that's not socialist based or
right.
religious
Oh,
based.
you can't.
yeah.
But because there's
Just
only
saying.
there's only three
And
other
before
countries
one
in
of
the
you
world that
motherfuckers
are,
goes on the
aren't either
page
of
and be like,
those.
well, we're a Christian fucking. First off, all of our founding fathers were deists. None of them were fucking.
But there's only
Christians.
like 5 countries
So-
in the world that aren't based on either socialism or religion.
which is why most of them are fucked up.
No, I know, but you can't take 200 countries and be like, oh, those don't count.
Yes, I can.
Why?
Because I live in a free country.
Because 1776, motherfucker.
I get that, but in regards to an argument, that's been like, you know what? I'm not going to talk about Harleys because I drive a Suzuki and they don't count.
And you shouldn't.
But it doesn't make any sense.
Jazz.
Like
I'm
in
not
an
s-
open dialogue, a conversation. That's just this like, oh no, you can't talk about that just
Right.
because.
But the reason
Sorry.
that stuff, the whole reason, the whole reason that it was illegal or frowned upon at this point was that we were trying to come at it from a religious viewpoint. And it doesn't fucking work. Once you actually put any logic to it, it doesn't fucking work.
Mhm.
So, but that's my whole point on it.
You guys are done that quick.
Yes. Don't be mad at
So,
us because we're
I
good at the
agree with
race.
The motorcycle argument is good. But you'll have a lot of people like, don't give a fuck as long as it's two wheels.
No, and I get that.
Right? But it's a good argument.
Yeah.
I don't care as long as it's two wheels, which is where I'm at. Like, sure, I ride a Harley. You ride a Harley. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck as long as it's two wheels. I'll fucking ride with whoever. Don't give a fuck.
I think here we're all the same way, right? Like none of us truly care.
Until
right?
you try to make it change inside my personal domicile, I don't fucking care. If it doesn't affect me or mine, I don't give a shit.
And I think that's why bringing up this bill is important because it does affect you and yours.
Yeah.
It does affect us.
Yes, but it's not
You know?
just a certain community. It affects everybody. If you are trying to restrict information flow, go look at every major totalitarian government, and the first two things they have ever tried to do was to de-arm the populace and control the information flow.
Absolutely.
Those.
Yeah.
It's like in the handbook.
It's fucking 101. Yeah,
It's
dude.
like,
yeah.
that's in the, hey, how do we turn this into a totalitarian dictatorship?
It's the dictator handbook. Yeah.
Control the information.
Yep.
Take away the population's arms.
Yeah.
That's how you fucking do it.
There was a series on Netflix, I think, that explained all of this.
Hitler's
how to
inner
become
circle.
how to become a dictator.
Yeah.
There's, dude, take your fucking The Handmaid's Tale. Fucking how to become a fucking dictator.
Hitler's inner circle,
Hitler's inner circle.
which is a documentary,
Yeah.
by the way.
And how to
Like,
become
I
a
mean,
dictator is also, but the cool thing
like-
about that is they go over multiple different
And they all do the same
dictators.
thing.
And they all do it's
Oh,
like,
it's all the same
like,
thing.
Oh,
Dude, it's
like,
a
let me
handbook.
give you the cliff notes.
It's like
They
reading
did
The
same
Art of
thing.
War by
Yeah.
Sun Tzu. It's the same fucking shit, man. It's it's like the art of war, but for fucking dictatorship.
That's the PSYOP handbook.
Oh, I agree with that.
The heart
You
of
know
war.
what-
The art of war.
You know what my
That's-
favorite part of that entire thing is when he puts the concubines in formation
Hell yeah. And then
and he
decapitates them all.
decapitates the winner, the fucking leader, because they wouldn't fucking left face.
Yep.
And then like he's like left face, and they all left face. He goes, if they don't understand the command, it's the fault of the commander.
Yep. Not
If they
the group.
do understand the command and don't care, it's the fault of the general. So it was like it was fucking. It's
Which,
an
by the
amazing-
way, for all of you that listened at served, think back to basic training, boot camp, whatever the fuck you want to call it. One person fucks up, everybody suffers. And then all of a sudden, everybody does what they're supposed to do. Go figure out where command line came from.
Yep.
It's this one fucking book.
It all came from that book. like
it's
We
some
kinda
didn't
like
dude figured
invent
that
anything new.
Kinda
in like the
when-
1200s or whatever.
when they
Shit.
implemented a mask law and
Yeah.
some people didn't listen, so they shut businesses down. And yeah, it's kind of like I don't know, like it was scripted.
It's weird.
Imagine that.
This is it's actually an old film thing, storytelling. Every story that could be told has been told, and they broke it down into 3 categories. And those 3 categories apply to every story you've ever been told, every new idea, everything that's come out. There was a philosopher that also said that everything that can be thought of has been thought of. We just have iterations on the idea. Nobody's coming up with new shit.
You know, it's funny.
Yeah.
I literally had that same conversation this morning with Lavely. I did.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He put a post up in the group and he's asking about calibers for some long range bullshit that he wanted to build. And then he tagged me and Scott in it. Dave chimed in and he had a very good answer. And I was just like, not only was I not going to respond to it in the first place after I got tagged in a gun question that I don't want to talk about, Dave covered pretty much the majority of
All
everything
I
that we were
think
going to
about
say.
is Dallas. When we were sitting there and you out loud, John goes, I don't want to answer gun questions. It's just not conversations I'm willing to get in. And the guy went, no, I fucking understand that.
And then he goes right into it.
Okay, anyways, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and I'm sitting next to, and we were just trying to fucking smoke cigars.
But I caught myself. I was just like, nope. And I just got up and walked away. I'm like, not fucking doing it.
You beat me by like 15 seconds, and you were literally like, I don't even want to talk, because I was really,
But-
he just said he didn't want to fucking talk
But
about
no,
it.
so
Like,
so Lavely, he hits me up this morning and he's like, hey man, just looking for either your or Scott's opinion on, that gun question I posted in the group. And so like I asked him like 3 questions and I'm like, what distance do you want to shoot? He's like 2,500 yards. And I'm like, okay. Like it's not the gun at that point.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
could have the best gun in the world and miss every single fucking time.
you also live in
either way.
Maryland. Where the fuck are
And
you
so then
doing
I was
this?
just like, okay, cool. Like, what do you want to be able to do at that
Yes.
distance? Do you want to be able to hit a target or do you want to be able to take out something?
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
well, it'd be nice to be able to reach out and take out something at that distance. And I'm like, well, it's like, that's not really how it works.
It's also irresponsible.
No,
What
but
is
it's
it,
just
Scott?
like you're never going to
One
have the
shot-
opportunity, nor are you going to
one
have the
shot, one
distance
whole
of the distance of the range to be able to do it. Like, okay, I'll play your game. Are you looking at person or vehicle? Person. Okay, cool. Like, for one, all those big calibers that you listed, they're unbelievably hard to shoot.
Yes. Recoil management.
You're not going to be like you want a sub MOA quality at 2,500 yards. Sub MOA, that's fucking easy. Too fucking easy. At 2,500 yards, that's on the shooter.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do with the gun anymore.
Sure. And an MOA at 2,500 yards is what?
Fucking 25 feet, almost
250
250 inches. So a little over 11 feet.
So do you want to hit an 11 by 11 target?
No, but he's trying to hit a person.
Right. So now you need 8th minute of angle gun.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Sub MOA, 2,500 yards, looking to hit a person. Cool. Get it. Okay.
Right.
I will tell you what would be good at that distance.
Is this before or after he delivers the guns to our
You might
wives?
as well ask.
No. I can tell you what's going to be good at that distance, but you're not going to like it because nothing is readily available for it.
Yeah.
So if you want something that's semi-production, meaning you can just buy factory ammo that's good enough to shoot to that distance with that accuracy, it doesn't exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Not on those big calibers. So look into 6.5 PRC, 300 PRC, something that can get out to that distance. And if you're shooting at a person and you happen to hit them at that distance, that round's going to penetrate.
Sure.
And they're going to say, ouch.
Yeah, it's going to suck.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it is what it is. But you have a better chance of being able to be, I wouldn't even say comfortable, to be confident at thinking you can hit a target at that distance with those calibers based on the amount of rounds you're going to send down range to try to hit said target and the price you're going to put into that.
Oh, it's going to be that's an expensive one.
338 or above.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do a 375 or 416 or 408 or 50 or blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're going to spend $5 fucking trigger pull.
Yeah. It's $5 squeeze.
How many times, like, after that 100th round, you're going to be like, you know what? I don't like doing this anymore. I'm just going to sell this gun and go after something else.
Yeah.
I think 1,000 meters is fine.
Like you might as well say, I want to shoot a target at 6 miles.
Yeah.
Which is not going to happen, right? Like 2,500 yards is a long way.
Here's the thing. You can build that gun to shoot that distance. That is the distance you shoot that gun.
Yeah.
You're going to have so much fucking angle in your scope mount that if you try to come in under 1,000, good luck.
Yeah, that's lofty.
You can't. You can't dial your scope down low enough to be able to fucking hit something that because of the arc of your fucking bullet at that distance. Like, math.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Hail Mary rounds.
To go
are
back
a
to what
different
you
thing.
said about everything's already been said, I was like, bro, you're not going to be able to reinvent the wheel.
Nope.
It's already been created. Nobody's going to buy a Wildcat round. If you're looking to market to LE or fucking whatever, they don't engage after 100 yards.
Yeah.
Because they can't. It's their fucking rules of engagement.
I have an
At
AR-15 in a
2,500
closet
meters
at home
in the Army
that will do 1,000 meters.
we would use 60 millimeter mortars.
At 2,500 meters in the Army, I would call in artillery.
Yes,
Yeah.
60
Like, but
if
millimeter
you
mortars.
were looking,
Dude,
if you
that's
were looking
in your grid square.
That's air, bro. At this
If you
point,
were
I'm like,
looking
FO up. Like,
at
get up here
a
and fucking
mile
call this in.
away,
That's way more. A mile at 18.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
mile away, mile plus. Why the fuck are you squeezing the trigger?
So I'm calling my FO over and going, call it in on those guys.
I will tell this.
Like,
I will
see those
tell
guys
this
over there?
story again.
Call those guys.
Yeah.
John and I were at a match where we shot a mile.
Yeah, in Utah.
We both hit the target.
I got first round impact. I was
Right.
like, I quit.
Now,
I never need to pull trigger again.
when they went to recover the target,
The little 6 mil.
they found a bullet that hit right below the steel target in the wood 4x4 post.
They didn't even use a metal target hanger because the ammo, the rounds that we were shooting didn't
No
have
energy.
enough velocity,
Yeah.
energy to fucking do damage to
So
it.
they took a picture of the target that they recovered. It had a 6 millimeter bullet sticking a quarter of the way into the wood, and it was just sticking there, right? That's how much energy it had at a mile. Now, would that have penetrated? Yeah, probably.
It'd hurt. It'd hurt like a bitch.
Yeah.
Would it have had any terminal ballistics to do any damage?
Might have bruised you.
Probably
No, it would have penetrated.
Yeah, it would have gone in.
Yeah.
That was a
It
wood.
probably would have gone through.
It was a. I don't know. It was a wood post. I don't know. But that 6 millimeter bullet was sticking right in the wood, right below the steel target. That's how much energy it did not have Now there was somebody that was able to hit that target, right?
Mhm.
But you're not gonna kill an elk.
No, fuck that.
No,
What's
no,
that competition? It's called King of the Mile, isn't it?
King of the 2 mile.
King of the 2. That's what I'm
Yep.
thinking of. Is King of the 2 mile.
Yep, that's ELR match. It's
And that's like in
extreme
the
long
fucking
range shit.
desert.
No,
Like,
well,
it's-
they do it in multiple different places. Some of those they do up in Wyoming just because they have the area to be able to do it.
Hi, fellas.
Hey, buddy. But King of the 2 mile, like those guns are designed and built
for that one purpose.
for that match.
Yeah.
You're like they're not going to take that gun and go like, oh, I'm going to run a PRS match. You know, the furthest engagement's 1400.
And like
Biggest thing I noticed when I watched a 20-minute video of 2 mile stuff. And biggest thing I noticed was how the scopes were mounted on the weapon.
They have crazy MOA built into the mount.
Because they don't, it looks off. Like when you look
Well,
at
yeah,
it,
the
it's-
gun's one way and then the
it-
scope's
yeah, so it's
like
it's
this.
a completely different
Yeah.
angle. It's
Like some of those guys have
it's
like
just weird looking.
Like on average, most guys will have between 0 and 20 MOA built into their scope mounts. And that's average. Like that's
Yeah.
you'll do everything you need to do with it. It
All
is
I
what
want to
it
know
is.
is why the fuck is he designing a new gun when he's like 3 years past due on the gun he promised my wife?
Oh, that's between you guys.
But no, and one thing about shooting big calibers, recoil is a thing.
Huge.
Like,
And especially at distance.
yeah, like your body position has to be so perfect. Your everything in your
Scott, your body position's perfect.
well, when I get behind a rifle,
Can
it is.
confirm.
But no, it's hard, right? So if you have a big caliber like that,
Oh, it's hard.
you better have a 36-pound gun.
Because
Because
36-pound gun.
Yeah, and an 8-inch break.
yeah, I mean,
What if I hit him with 4 inches twice?
You might
Well,
miss.
you might have to go for 2 inches 6 times.
Hey, a tic tac going 70 miles an hour still hurts. I said it before. I'll say it
Ask
again.
that fucking wooden T-post.
Me and you, buddy. AMNA plus.
AMNA plus.
Yeah, we'll create a Facebook group, and if you're
AMNA plus.
if you're in the community, we'll get you in.
I can't wait to see our flag.
Well, it's gonna look a lot like that.
Yeah.
Like that, but squished together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we do a bullet hole with perfect striations around it. Just
Just look like a gaped butthole.
Sir, that is not what it's designed to be.
I said a bullet hole.
Wrong community, Jazz.
No, sir.
No, that's
It's
the
the
right
right
community. That's the absolute right
Only
community.
because we invited the Navy and the Coast Guard and the Marines.
And the Army.
And yeah.
The Army,
Big A fucks you just as
the
much as
Army
fucking Marine
is
Corps
the-
does.
Is the gayest community that I belong to. And I own a fucking game store.
I have the gayest straight friends you would ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
3 were
I've
sitting at the
damn near
table.
had sex with I've damn near had sex with John like 6 separate occasions. So like it's
Yeah, but 3 of those were an accident.
We're in the shower.
Jed,
there was an accident.
Dude,
like it was
Mandeville and I were trying to get on the kiss cam yesterday at the game.
Mikey and I were trying to do the same thing at the rodeo. I was like, Mikey, if it comes on us, you're jumping on my lap, we're making out. He's like, done. I'm like, let's fucking go.
I'm just getting out of the way now. No homo, bro.
You guys need to go with your wife and girlfriend so that there's hot chicks. And that way, like when the camera pans, you're gonna be like, sorry.
okay. Serious question. Would any of our female counterparts be surprised
Not at all. Not at all.
But they would
Not at all.
My wife would still be disappointed, but not surprised.
No.
Yeah.
My wife would laugh.
Yeah.
And then probably jump over and make out with your
I
wife.
was like,
I
if that
know
was
she'd
you
make
and
out
I,
with your wife.
if we
Fuck.
did it, they just instantly start making out next to us.
The
They'll be
camera
like,
guy be like, whoa, there's an orgy. We're going over here now.
Just turns into a sucking fuck fest out of nowhere. Jesus.
This is your fault. It's not mine. It's not ours.
You did this to us. We wouldn't have did this. You had to put that fucking camera on us. Oh, fuck. It's brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. That's screw you that sweet 15% off. OWellness.us for your CBD treats and needs. Use code FreedomFriends25. That gets you a quarter off your order over there. And of course, Icy Tech coolers. For those who get it, use a code IcyTech over at IcyTech.com. Use the code FreedomFriends10. They get you 10% off. What am I missing? Grow your ass off. Go to growyourassoff.com. There's an affiliate link. It'll be down in the description of the
growyourassoff.com/freedomfriendspodcast.
There it is.
And that's going to give you 15% off your order, and then we get a little taste.
We get a little cheddar cheese on the back end.
Yeah, because he's part of the AMNA Plus community, so he supports the show.
Yeah.
So we get a little on the back end.
get a little season your meat off of the back end.
I really hope this becomes a thing.
I've had a lot of ideas in my life.
This
may be the best one I've ever had.
Man.
I like it.
The AMNA Plus. I love it. God damn it.
Well, if you guys were looking for some epic shit on episode 200, you just got disappointed.
Yeah. Sorry about your fucking luck, man. Like Jazz mentioned earlier, we didn't even realize it was 200. Like we just do this because honestly, this has been fun. This is what we do for fun. Like this has been
guarantees me I get to see my friends once a week.
Yeah.
Like it's a scheduled date with some of my best friends once a week.
Right?
Like that's how it works out.
That's what it is.
Damn near killed the bottle tonight, though.
I think if we would have collectively, because I had some of
I think we would have picked one.
or this and that.
Yeah. I opened this tonight, and that was new tonight.
Oh yeah, and I had both of those.
And
some of this,
and we have a debate coming up,
and we still got a debate. So the night is young.
Fuck yeah!
So
I'm gonna ride home in the back of John's truck. Hope you got those ramps ready.
Just use his lift. So lift it up and roll it in.
Hope you get a big trunk.
Just I'm gonna put my bike in
my bike in it. Like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons. Tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Tell your fucking mom's friends. There's 200 of these fucking episodes. You got a long time to catch up, but goddamn it, you should do it.
And she can join the AMNA Plus as a supporter.
Yeah, an ally.
An ally.
Isn't that NATO? Would that just be NATO?
What's the acronym for NATO?
They're just part of the plus. They're part of the plus. It's them and the Foreign Legion.
Nasty ass.
Holy
I'll come up with a good one.
I'm going to raise my glass.
Yep. Thanks for being my freedom
and for
friends,
200
boys.
fucking episodes.
200
Thank you
fucking
for being
episodes,
my
boys.
freedom friends.
Still don't know why we do this.
Nobody does.
You figured we'd
Jesus.
have something planned for this one.
No. I mean, at least on the 100, we had Vet Pivot. We had the Vet Pivot guys on the 100.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's not true. We had a guest for 199 because that's how well we planned.
I had to readjust my chair. Thanks, Jared. God.
Anyways, go fucking push the buttons and fucking tell people.
Right.
Go do the thing.
And for the 200th fucking time.
God damn it. That's fucking terrifying.
Right? John?
Hit him with the first one.
Smoke on.
Scotty
Mikey?
boy.
Oh, we're going Scotty.
Let's simultaneously.
1, 2, 3.
A drink on. And God damn it, kids. Freedom the fuck on. We'll see you guys later.